You didn't have to cut me off. Take out like it never happened, that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Woo! What is going on, you guys? It is Dog Cost Crypto here with Uncut Hopium MoonMath episode, baby. Shish! I am with the one and only Charlie from Cultivate Crypto, dude. What's up?
Just jonesing for that Uncut Hopium. It's just like, I don't know. It's looking good.
Everyone in the rest of the world's getting rugged, but we're out here making money, man. Dude, this cold hard crypto cash right now, man. The MoonMath is coming, dude.
You know,
it's about to get hot.
You know what? Oh, sorry. I think there's a lag shit. But
oh, that's all good.
Yeah. You know what fucking meme we need?
What?
Tyrone Bigum's asking for that Bitcoin under 20K again. You know, just. Because when that meme came back into the market, man, that's it. That signified lows.
Right.
Just saying.
Dude, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat right now. There's a lot of people in the chat right now. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. But dang hell, man. Shout out to Danny Boy, man. This guy was representing on Fresh and Fit, man. Shout out to you, dude, man. First guy to comment on the video, man. But let's see what we got, man. This one right here, this is what I'm talking about. I want to see Hex hit $100. It would make me so happy in life. Sir, if we get $100 Hex, there's almost nothing on this earth I couldn't buy. Cash.
We're buying countries at this point.
Ooh, shit. Crypto Monster, what's up, man? Is that 2 Bitcoins? I love that. That's cool, man. Maddie C, Hex to $5, Pulse Chain to a penny, man. It's all I ask. Hey, you know what? That Hex to $5 isn't that crazy, man. It isn't, and we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about where we can see potential prices for certain coins at this bull market, depending on the certain levels of the market caps and stuff like that. So we're going to get into some maths. Shout out to my boy Kareem. But definitely, man. Woo! There we go, man. In the course, saving my cash to buy crypto. That's beautiful, man. Course starts May 6th, man. Definitely, man. You know, supposedly I think Canelo's fighting that night, but dude, I'm more excited for what's the Tyson Fury fight. Tyson Fury's fighting what's the homeboy Andy Ruiz in the UK. If it was in Vegas, bro, I would have definitely gone. But the UK is a bit far.
Yeah, we could stream it to the webinar and then do the webinar around it.
Charlie, I don't know what you're talking about. We wouldn't do that, dude. We're good, two upstanding gentlemen, man. You know.
Well, yeah, I mean, there allegedly, there's no way that we would do that because that would be an infringement of copyright. Yeah, exactly, right.
Exactly. Right. Women looking like fools out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I got the detective jacket on right now, trench coat it up right now. Let's go. ATX crypto, man. Feels like I'm watching the HSI auction. Add 5 more minutes. Guess I'm starting at 10. That's right, man. That's right.
The new pitch for the course?
What?
Buy the course, get free get free fights.
Oh yeah, get free fights. Pure uncut hopium from my favorite dealer, Hex Jesus. That's right, man. Let's keep going. Oh, Ismail. Oh, it didn't go up. There we go. For the $5 super chat, man. I just wanted to say thank you for DCC and CC. Thank you for creating the Citadel because it's a place to grow in knowledge and it's been a safe haven for me. For sure, man. Definitely, man. If you guys want to get into the Citadel, it's in the link below. But get into Crypto Mindset Q2 right now. It's live right now, man. And we got some news on that too as well. But I'll just continue on for just 1 second on some of these comments before we get started. Shout out to everybody, man. If you guys do me a big favor, man, go retweet this on Twitter. Get this out there right now. I know it's late at night, but man, we gotta get it going.
Yeah, shout out to Ethan on Twitter. He's been following us for a while and sometimes shows pictures of his family, notes he takes during the crypto mindset course and everything. And I think he's in New Zealand or something. And he's been doing his due diligence with the course, been making some money, and he jumped in the course again, tweeted that out. So that was good to, see the community engaging in that way. So if any of you guys, are excited that you're in the crypto mindset course and you just want to fucking yell it from the rooftop, tweet it out at Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto on our Twitter handles. Yep. We'll retweet you guys out. We just, we love to hear your guys' wins. We love to hear that you guys are jumping in, and we just want to, celebrate that with you guys over the next day.
Definitely, man. So you guys have any cool things? Like, I just signed up to Citadel. I just signed up to the Crypto Mindset course, bro. Miguel, shout out to Troy Francis. A lot of Troy Francis's guys have been DMing him like crazy, bro. I made so much money and stuff like that. He's been tweeting it out and putting it out on his stories as well as on his Twitter and on his his community tab on his YouTube. I was blown away by some of those comments. It's so cool to see that, man. And this is not me and Charlie's guys. This is Troy Francis guys, and they've done very well. So shout out to Troy Francis for sure.
Beautiful.
But Ryan Martinez, man, Richard Hart's going to be on BitBoys on Thursday. Ooh. Interesting. Pulse Chain release Thursday. We'll see. I think it's going to be more of an update stream, if I'm being honest. I think it's going to be talking more about V4 and everything. But
he wouldn't be coming out of the woodwork like that to, be like, I just wanted to talk to BitBoy a little bit because, we just needed to catch up. It's been so long.
It's been so long. I was just yeah, man. I've been doing streams for fucking 9 months. Basically, last stream I was on was basically with, I literally think his last stream was with me. I think me, you, and him. Or no, it was in the Miami show.
Gary. Yeah.
Me and Gary. Literally, I think I was the last person that saw that on a Richard Hart stream. Yeah. Holy shit! I didn't even think of that.
Well, no, because that was in the summer, though, right?
Wait, let me think. I'd have to look it up, but basically,
because he was on Ivan on Tech in September, right?
Right. So maybe Ivan on Tech then, yeah. But for sure, it's
cool.
been
not too many.
Not too many, man. Yeah, shout out to him, man. Literally, that was a meteoric event to get him on there because, man, he was about ready. He was so over America. I mean, his adventures of installing a bidet, multi-billionaire Richard Hart here installing a toilet for my mom and dad.
Hopefully, it was one of those Japanese ones. Those things freaking rock. They don't take too much to put on. Yeah,
definitely, man. Oh, shout out to Dylan. This is the boys right here from Fiat, man. They the Fiat just launched their main thing. We're gonna check that out later today on the stream, man. Shout out to Fiat and eFiat and the team and stuff. And I got some MoonMath for eFiat for sure.
Juicy.
You can now officially short Hex. Beautiful. But Black Label X Pack, Dollar Cost Crypto, Cultivate Crypto. What is one token you hate holding, but you like more? You like money more?
This is a great question. I love this question. I got to think about this for a little bit, though. Right?
There's one token, but I don't want to say it right now. I think it's completely. It could be complete. It's completely going to be a rug pull at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't know.
Probably not worth saying if it's going to
Yeah,
be
it's just
a rug
probably not
pull.
worth saying it. Yeah, it could be a
Yeah.
rug pull. It's just
But the one that I just thought of, this one we can say because it's going to make moves, but like it is what it is basically Solana, right?
yeah.
So, when I first bought Solana, I was like, I know Sam Bankman-Fried, does some dirty stuff, dirty tactics, right? But that's Wall Street. So I can bet on this guy, right? And so I bought some Solana instead of FTT because, Solana has better tokenomics, all that. Goes up in price, take good profits, jet out, happy days, right? That being said, right, the price, after everything's crashed, basically from $200 to $20, right, 90% move, it'll make money. But do I want to interact at all with the Solana ecosystem? Hell no. Like, keep that shit. That's like the only shit I want to keep on an exchange. You know what I mean?
Definitely. I mean, I guess let me see something safe that I'm holding, I guess, from a ecosystem. Okay, I'll say this. Let me see. I gotta check. Give me 1 second. I don't know if I've taken some shots recently and stuff like that. I'm just trying to check which one to say because it's like I don't want to. I'm saving some of this for the course, but I'm saying it's gonna have there's a lot of stuff in terms of when to say it, but I'll say it in a bit. Like I'll let you
don't own any Solana, by the way, right now. It's just one of those things. I don't think it's gonna outpace ETH or outpace the market for a while here. Maybe not until next year. But if you just to answer the question, that would have been the answer. So just FYI.
Definitely, man. And we got some super chats right now. We have my mouth is dry. I need a taste. Scratching neck, sirs. They missed my $50 super chat on the after hours. No, we would have definitely read it if it was on the main show. But it was on the after.
Yeah, give him a little behind the scenes. Big Mo's back there dealing with a lot of super chats. He's trying to go through them all because there's a bunch of cheaper super chats too. He basically highlights them all, gets them in a group, and then sends them out for you guys. So he's doing a lot of work back there. He's got like 8 arms, right? It looks like he's just going like this. So sometimes it's gonna miss 1 or 2 of them, and it just is what it is, right? Sorry about that.
Yeah. Where is it? Boom. Okay. Shout out to the Fiat team, man. Wait, whoa. Damn, I'm lagging. Shout out to the Fiat team with the Australian $80, man. RH for president for 2024, DCC for treasury and commerce secretary, and Jack Levin for janitor.
Perfect.
And shots keep getting fired by Fiat team and the Zen team. My God, I love it.
What position is Buck's mom getting? Because I know she holds most of the tokens, right?
Oh, man, she's the head of the Fed, baby. What are you talking about? She's Fed chairman.
There you go.
But I want to give a quick shout out to Matty Allen, man. We are going to be at the Bitcoin conference in Miami, May 18th through the 21st, and we were going to be doing some Maddie's essentially organized an event down there and stuff. So we're going to be down there, me, Charlie, and Rollo. So shout out to Matty Allen, man. I want to give him a big shout out, man.
Yeah,
I'll definitely be on I'll definitely be on a show in a little bit at some point. Do a stream there before the courses start and stuff. But definitely, man. But let's get started, you guys, man. Boom, man. It is live, man. Uncut Hopium MoonMath live. So, Charlie.
Only took you 17 minutes to get here. But
it's only took 17 minutes to get here.
Not hating, just saying.
I'm just saying, half of that was intro. But, the memes can't be fooled, sir. But, I mean, this. So, I got to give one little heads up and stuff like that. So, today was right now, officially, the course is supposed to close in 2 hours and 12 minutes, right?
Yep.
Due to some stuff here in Miami and stuff we were supposed to get out of here, we are extending our stay 1 extra day in Miami. So we're going to close out the course tomorrow. So You lucky son of bitches. So yeah, we've got some streams tomorrow. Our Sterling stream got moved over to tomorrow, as well as some other ones, and we possibly are going to be doing another Fresh and Fit stream as well. So we're moving everything over to tomorrow. So tomorrow at midnight, that's it. It's closed. Period. You guys got lucky. So you got till tomorrow to get into the course, but definitely get in right now, man, because we're processing people right now, and if it's closed, that's it. You're out. So
I told DCC, man, really? And then I was like, I have to do a stream tomorrow, DCC. All right, I guess I'll do it. You pulled my leg, you know.
Yeah, so definitely get into a crypto mindset Q2 right now, man. It is live, and you only got 24 hours to get in, or that's it. You're poor. There's no in between, man. Also, there's something really cool. We just added a webinar. We are adding a return on flex webinar. This is going to be a very special webinar, non-crypto related, but still crypto related.
Webinar number 16, baby.
Yeah, webinar number 16. We just added this webinar. This webinar is going to talk about how to buy Rolexes, how to buy fucking Lambos properly, how to buy supercars. Basically, what's the smart stuff to buy versus the dumb stuff to buy if you're going to buy dumb stuff.
Yep. So here's the thing, right? If you don't plan, you plan to fail. So one of the things we're going to be talking about in the course, in the early part of the course, right, is kind of what to expect in your next bull run, because for some of you guys, it's your first cycle, right? I should say what to expect in your next cycle, right? So in this current cycle, maybe, you just got here midway through the last one, right? And so you haven't experienced a full cycle. So we want to give you an idea of, after you do experience a full cycle, or after you experience multiple cycles, right? Where should you be in knowledge, portfolio, all this stuff based on different levels of kind of entry points, and kind of that way you guys can see where your future is going, kind of open up the crystal ball a little bit, but very realistic, because we've seen so many different people in crypto. We pretty much have the formula down for that. And so this stuff with the return on flex, I think for a lot of you guys, right, will be very good for goal setting, right? And so we might do a few extra things during this course. We're not gonna mention them here yet, but we got a few things basically in the back pocket to release where we can engage with you guys better, right? We may do things like surveys and a few other things just to, be able to answer questions a little bit more accurately, stuff like this, because during this next bull market, right, we're aiming to build up the crypto mindset course into a freaking army. And we're going to have a 10,000 plus person course at some point during the next bull market. So we want to really, every quarter continue to add these, adjustments here and there, just to continue to give you guys, can't talk anymore, I've been streaming too much, to continue to give you guys, there we go, a better product every single quarter on quarter.
Right. Now, Charlie, do you have the schedule right now? We showed on your stream earlier today.
Yes. Do you want me to share that, or should I send that to you so you can share it from your screen?
Do both. We'll share it on your screen since you have it up right now, but we'll send it over as well. We want to show you guys the schedule. It's still, some things are going to change. Maybe some of the subject's going to be the same, but we might move the days here and there. But just to give you guys a basic layout of how the course is going to be.
Yep. Let me pull that up there.
Damn, dude, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it must suck to be a broke boy in the stock market right now. It really must, dude.
Yeah,
shit, man. If the stock market goes down 20% in a year, man, and you're just crying, you just erased almost 3 years of gains. Sucks.
That's balls.
But this is the let me full screen it. So this is a crypto mindset, you guys. Starts May 6th at 10 p.m. We got the Q2 2023 thesis, which is basically underlying what we expect to happen within the quarter, as well as some macro events and a lot of other extra stuffs in there. A good AMA in there as well. Before May 6th, we're going to start launching some of these pre-recorded webinars that'll help you kind of get started. How to send a transaction, how to use a ledger, Trezor, and all that stuff. Basically, all the beginnings in there, as well as some of the starter websites you need as well. So we're going to give you those webinars throughout that time, as well as a couple of them throughout the breaks as well, to do some extra homework. Okay. So is there any date on here, any like sort of webinar that you really can't wait for, Charlie? Like, what's your favorite one right now?
All of them, but like all of them are great. There's something awesome about every single one. That's why I enjoy doing this so much. Like, we wouldn't put ourselves through this boot camp with you guys, like to go through, you know, the training, because it's a lot of training for you guys, right? It's like, you know, metaphorically, you know, it's kind of like going to boot camp, you know, over in the Army. You're going up over this obstacle, down under that one, you know, trying to figure all this shit out. But, you know, it's super rewarding. So, but if I had to choose one, you know, I would go for hottest coin list, just because, you know, everybody likes to go for bad gains, and this is the time in the market to be doing it, in my opinion.
Got it. Definitely, man. Though, yeah, this is definitely true. The risk management webinar is my favorite, definitely. So we might even, I think we said this on your stream, we might move this up one extra day, just because it's so important. That needs to be front loaded, because this is how you fucking keep yourself from wrecking yourself in crypto, man. Enough people don't like. We used to have it kind of in the back end and stuff like that, and it used to be like the most unwatched. It was still watched, but it was like more than half the people weren't watching it. So this time we're forcing everyone to watch it. We are waterboarding people with the risk management webinar.
It's like that one of that final scene in what's that movie called again? Clockwork Orange. You know, when they put him in the theater and they force his eyes open and they like put eye drops in there, so they force him to watch the movie. It's like we have to do that to people for risk management, because they think it's such a dry subject, right? But we make it pretty entertaining. We actually have a professional risk management consultant. He's currently no longer in the workforce. He's working for us basically, and what do you call it? If you look at his background, we'll show it to you guys in the course and everything on LinkedIn. He has all, you know, he was doing this for a large multinational organization. Basically, they were, what do you call it? Giving out loans to different retail companies. And in order for, you know, they had to do a lot of math to basically understand, you know, how would these people pay back? You know, will they, won't they, all that jazz. And, you know, create the formulas to keep that company profitable, basically. So we got that level of risk management coming your way to make sure you don't get wrecked, which is really important, especially after we talk about that hottest coin list, because that's some uncut hopium right there.
No, definitely, man. I mean, there's a lot of hopium in here, man. There's a lot of cool stuff as well as return on flex stream.
Yes.
So I mean, what's the point of making all this money if we don't know how to properly? We're showing you how to properly invest.
Yes.
But we have to teach you how to properly splurge as well, man. Like, so we're gonna be definitely talking about Lambos and everything, and then I might even have Fresh in there to say some stuff about how to keep yourself from getting wrecked in the clubs, possibly as well. He's quite a connoisseur when it comes to nightclub game. I'll tell you that much. Yes. I mean, actually, shout out to our boy Fresh. People try to clown on Fresh and stuff like that, but you don't understand, man. Even Myron says is like Fresh pulls more hose than me.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, yo, our boy Fresh is out here getting cutty. I'm just saying. But definitely, man, that's the schedule for you guys. If you guys want to take a quick snapshot, there it is. But I'll just remove that right now. But
let me know once you stop sharing the screen.
I stopped sharing it. Yeah.
Okay. Like I stopped sharing it 20 minutes ago, Charlie.
That's funny as hell, man. Okay, cool. So, all right. Yeah, Fresh low-key a demon. Yo, I'm telling you, man, he's out here, man. But man, yeah, Pulse Chain. So I'm at the last super chat just because it was super chat. KH right here with I don't know what that is, but yes, thank you. Uncle Randy Hilarski is saying Pulse Chain will do 100x within 90 days. Is he bugging? No, actually, that's within the realm of possibility. Yeah,
it's possible, right?
Yeah, but you got to remember 100x from the low. Yeah, it can do that because, and then on top of that, maybe the Pulse Chain price starts low enough that, you know, most people aren't like, by the time it does 100x, that might only be a 2x on the break even, or 50% off the break even, or 25% off the break even. So just remember that, okay?
Yeah, and it's a very specific situation, right? What you're describing, right? You require a dump, you know, and then a nice pump off there, have a good 90-day period, and boom, nice.
What's up, man? He's like, I will re-up my super chat for FNF tomorrow. It's hella funny. Oh, for sure. Let us know what you wrote down. I would love to just have a heads up on that. That'd be hella funny.
There was one guy who his name yesterday or whatever, it had hodler, right? like hodler, right? And Myron fumbled that one a little bit when we were on stream, but it was just kind of it wasn't a big deal, but it was just kind of funny or whatever. And yeah, our guys get a chuckle out of them reading our super chats because sometimes with the crypto lingo, you can tell, sometimes, a lot of people aren't used to that, right? Like the Moon Gang definitely has its own language.
No, definitely and stuff. That's kind of the beauty. If anything we say sounds like gibberish, crypto mindset quarter 2 right now. Wakanda, the whole nation of Wakanda is asking, what's the cost of the course? Well, sir, for only a little vibranium, you can definitely get it. It's $9.97 with PayPal, Google Pay, Apple. I actually saw on mobile. If you do it on the mobile, you can actually you can pay through Apple Pay, which is crazy. I didn't even know you could do that, but I was like, oh fuck yeah, Apple Pay. Shout out to Apple too. I think Apple has the highest interest rate for a savings account in the United States. I think right now over 5%, which is crazy. But it's $9.97 and then 15% off if you pay in crypto. But all the information is down there in the link below and stuff on the website. Definitely sign up, you guys. We got 24 hours to get in, and that's it. It's closed. We're closing it down, and that's it. Like Diddy on Chappelle's show, studio's closed. I'm gonna have to make you do all kind of tricks and shit. All right, I need you to bring Cambodian titty milk and stuff to me and stuff before I reopen it with some milk and cookies. And for all the OG guys in the chats, about that Cambodian milk, man. You know what I'm talking about. But it wouldn't be a Uncut Hopium stream without sharing something really cool with our guys at the Fiat team, man. Just launched their freaking app. Yeah. Sheesh. Beautiful, man. This is a momentous event for the Hex community. Hex community finally has a borrowing and lending market for Hex and a lot of the Hex related tokens. We got Hedron, Hex, Shiba Inu, DAI, USDC, Tether, and Ethereum. Woo! That's beautiful, baby. Oh, and we got Wrap Bitcoin as well. So they have limited. So since the app just this is a very normal thing to do. Anytime you launch something like this, especially with these tokens, they do limit the amount you can lend out and borrow and stuff right now. So if you actually look right now, right, they have a little explanation right here, right. So for risk mitigation, we have limited the amount of Hex that may be deposited onto a maximum of 2 million Hex. We will allow a maximum of 95% of the total deposits, which is 1.8 million Hex or whatever's lower, to be borrowed at total. We have also limited the individual wallet range between 120 Hex to 200,000 Hex for total deposits and a maximum of 180,000 Hex for total borrowing. So they have 2 million Hex, and they're basically allowing you to get maybe 6% maximum of whatever is available for an individual to borrow per wallet. Through these limits, we've adjusted based on market conditions. So this is a really normal thing to do when you first launch something like that. You cannot go balls to the wall. You guys, we are accepting 100 million Hex one shot something.
I was gonna say, is it time to put that 100 million Hex in there and just long the fuck out of it and just be like, all right, let's go. This next upload is going to be beautiful.
That'd be really cool. I'm gonna have to ask the team this. Once famous launches on Pulse Chain and everything like that, and you're gonna have Fiat launch as well. It would be cool if it's possible to have famous one day on Ethereum and stuff. But we know that the gas fees could be very, it'll make it very tough. So. We'll have to see and stuff. It may just be Fiat stake and rewards and stuff. But Dylan, if you mind somebody asked this. Actually, this is a great question for Dylan right here in the chat and stuff. Fiat stake and rewards live? ? I know you can stake it. And I'll show this right now in a minute, man. But it's a pretty interesting thing. So right now, 23 billion Hedrons allowed. Right now, we got 900 million for Shiba Inu. DAI $70,000, 150,000 for USDC, 64K for USDC, 91 Ethereum, and 2 Bitcoin. Basically, interesting, man. Interesting.
Yeah, well, and here's one thing, right? With Dylan, looking to answer that question, the Hex community is really, really lucky to have a team like the Fiat and the Famous team. Essentially, going and being this active in the community continuously, right? There's a lot of projects in crypto that think their shit doesn't stink, and they don't go out there and really engage with communities. They kind of do it en masse. They don't really do it at the community level. So it's good to see that here as well.
No, definitely, man. Definitely, man. It's definitely a cool sort of thing, man. So yeah, so right now the total market size is about 700 and what a great start to. Let me tell you this right now. Most projects and stuff like that, I gotta give a big up and stuff because I really do think that this is a really great project and they did right by their community. On the original fiat, what's it called, sacrifice, they limited it to like a few $1,000,000. Most teams are just like, give me every fucking dollar you can give me, you know? These guys say this is all we need, that's it. But for the famous sacrifice, they did a little bit more. I think the maximum they could have raised was $12 million, which I don't think they did. So as well as like what we sacrificed was for the famous, which is a GMX fork that's going to be for Pulse Chain, but they gave us an extra bonus token of eFiat for those to sacrifice. It was a 2-for-1 deal. So literally all these coins, there's nothing but gains, baby. That's what's up. We haven't even gotten the main token yet, and a lot of people are already broke even and stuff on their sacrifice just off of the eFiat token. So shout out to the team, man. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. Yeah, 10. Yeah, we had 10 million raised for famous, and I think the hard cap was 12 million in terms of the upwards bound and stuff. So, yeah, 10 million. And how much was the original fiat one that for Pulse Chain? I think it was only 3 million or so. It was nothing crazy, but that's the great thing about that because these projects start off with a low market cap and they can go up from there, right? But for all you guys right here, I would definitely be staking my eFiat right here. So this is eFiat. There's the of course the 55555 total for the eFiat, but right now total staked is about 18.3 million eFiat, which is about a 32% of all coins are staked right now. Beautiful, man. So basically you lock your stuff in here and stuff, and then you start getting your APR. Right now the market is small, so the yield is going to be small right now because it's starting off, but over time as it gets more and more developed and things get more comfortable in the market, they'll start increasing the amount that they can allow you to borrow on. So it's really cool, man. So shout out to them. This is the first market of its size, and this is like what it's going to be. This is basically what it's going to be on Pulse Chain, and it's active now on Ethereum and stuff. So I definitely just play around with it and stuff like that. But basically, you can deposit or just deposit and borrow, so you can effectively, make a loan out, and you can get an LTV loan on Hex, Hedron, Shiba Inu, or USDC DAI and stuff. Really, really cool stuff. So this is the beginning of some of these foundational blocks that we will get on Pulse Chain, and this is why I'm so excited for that, because the Hex community finally has some of these. This is the hard part of like the Hexicans. Let me pull this back down now. Oh, here, I'll also give you guys the website if you guys don't have it. Here you go. So let's stop sharing.
Yeah, it's looking good over there.
Definitely, man.
He said 3.6 million, so you're close.
Oh, okay, cool. 3.69. The hex inflation rate. But yeah, man. So there you go, you guys. Yeah, so if you sacrifice for famous, you have some eFiat waiting for you. So definitely go check out your airdrop. You should have gotten it in your wallet already. So yeah, man. And let me tell you this right now. Everyone in the Citadel did not miss out. We made sure that our guys, that was one of the fight clubs in there. We made sure we told everybody about. I lagged out. We made sure that all our guys knew about it happening this time around, and anyone who was a part of the crypto mindset courses as well as the Citadel, we gave the alert. This is why we tell people to get in the crypto mindset course and get in the Citadel and stuff, because a lot of times you will miss out. You literally will just not know what's going on, and then you miss out on the opportunity. Then everyone's like partying, having fun with gains, and you're out here just limp dicking in the streets. Sad. I don't want that for you, man. You rock hard in the club, bro. That's what we want, man. Sheesh, I love that shit, man. But yeah, man, that's what's up. And now, if we actually look at the current price of eFiat, let's look. I'm feeling the hopium, Charlie. I'm feling the hopium right now. So right now
is DCC going to start doing charting? No, I'm joking.
Fuck off. Shut the fuck up. I come in with big horn rim glasses, round glasses, and stuff. And like in today's episode, I'm going to be charting.
What are those? What do you call it? Like green accountant visors?
Yeah, dude. If I ever did a charting thing, I would start drawing dinosaurs Shit in the chart patterns. Look at
I'd
the
love to see
DC's
it.
crayons. But right now, we're looking at a 55-cent e-fiat. And what it costs you? Fucking nothing. Nothing but net. So that is a beautiful thing for a lot of people to get. But yeah, I do like full moon math here, man. I do expect this coin to do a 10x at least. I do expect one point to see e-fiat above $5. So it doesn't take much to really pump up the token and stuff as the utility and then the market really turns on. We're only like a day or so. I think it launched today in the morning, if I remember correctly. I think it launched literally at 9 in the morning Pacific Standard Time and stuff. So this coin just started up and stuff. The holders of it really believe in it and stuff like that. These are big holders. We know a lot of them, and they're not gonna dump their tokens and stuff. So most major holders haven't taken out. You have a couple guys sell a little bit in terms of take profits and stuff for the some of the small sacrificers, but a lot of the big wallets have been holding up the fiat price. So shout out to the boys, man.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, definitely, man. So, yep. And then we'll talk more. We're going to have a much more further in-depth breakdown of e-fiat and stuff inside the course as well, and give some more explanations on some of the moon math and stuff like that. But it can definitely do very well, even after. Here's the beautiful thing: even as the pulse chain system is fully launched out, if the higher the p-hex price goes, you end up having a higher e-hex price. So over time, if we have a much higher price on hex, this just generates a more use case for the bigger whales, because this product is really made for a lot of larger players to really utilize and stuff like that. So we're going to start having a lot of whales borrowing on e-fiat to do fuck shit in the market and stuff. And this is kind of the cool stuff that can end up happening and stuff. So yeah, definitely, man. Okay, cool, man. So let me do something really quickly. Why can't p-hex be on e-fiat? Yeah, why not, right? No, it can't. Hey, maybe, just maybe, right now. But anyway, there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to go down in that ecosystem and stuff. So yeah, let me know. Okay. So where can we go from here, man? Okay, so.
The only way is to the moon.
Is to the moon, baby. So I got 133 guys liking, man. Go like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get in the crypto mindset Q2 course, man. We're about to drop this hopium on you guys, man. All right, now I'm gonna bring up a post I did on Twitter a while back, man. Let me just get it real quick. This was a lot of heat I did on this one, sir. Jesus Christ, I tweet a lot. My God. But we're going to be talking a lot about like where hex can go in terms of price points and stuff like that. So
With a lot of scrolling.
yeah, that's a lot of scrolling, bros. It's been a minute, dude. How many? I was like, Jesus Christ, I tweet a lot. Jeez. Yeah, go follow me on Twitter, you guys. But basically, we're looking at my minimum price for eHex is $2. $2. So this is I've said this, and some people were like, "What? No way, dude! $2, Miguel? That seems like a bunch of bullshit, dude. Like, I don't believe that, dude. $2 seems like too much money, right?" Well, you're wrong. $2 is just a 4x from the last all-time high. It really isn't nothing too crazy. We're talking about a. My God, dude! Can I find this bitch? Dude, I must have tweeted this a minute ago. Fucking A, dude! I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, I tweet a lot, son. All right, I'll find it in a second. But basically, all right, we're looking right
all
now.
The memes are. No.
Yeah, I have to find all the memes and the retweets and stuff. But basically, right? Yeah. Rollins is right. Yeah, $2 is just fucking FUD. 50K at least, right?
There we go. To the moon.
Look, so I say, so it will happen. All right. Look. I think a more realistic price for Hex is between $2 to $5.65, right? The $5.65 is 100,000x on the Hex price.
That would be mighty nice.
That's mighty nice, and it's very, very much possible and stuff because you still have the highest of stakes coming out. We got Pulse Chain launching, as well as people who make a lot of money in Pulse Chain will remember. Richard said this: he wants Hex to be expensive on every chain. So for people to think that eHex is just going to roll over and die and it's over for it, no, sir. I expect a lot of stuff for P Hex as well as E Hex and stuff. But Pulse Chain and Pulse Hex are going to do wonderful. So that's right. Far Out Alien said like EOS hit $2.
That's true. That's very true. If EOS can do it, fucking we can do it.
Yeah. So basically, if we look at 56 cents on Hex is a 10,000x. So that means from the all-time low of Hex to the all-time high, for every $1 you had put in, you made $10,000. So $5.56, that's 100,000x. That is some fucking guap, you guys. Now, I'm gonna take you down. Now, I've said this in the past before, right? That's what's possible, right? That like those two, that's most probable between that range right there. $2 limp dick, or maybe a $5.56. I think that's more in the ball range, right? But we could go higher than that.
Guys, strap in. This is let's go. All right, where are we going? Are we going to do a Never Never Land, or where are we going?
We're going to Never Never Land, you guys. But if you ask me what was my real, like, what is like my moon math, like really, like, bro, if everything went right, where do I think it could go? $25. $25.
I'm not gonna, complain. I'll take it, but.
And let me tell you what. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you how it's possible, right? Because I've got some predictions for Pulse Chain and the whole ecosystem, but this is more on a macro sense of the overall crypto cycle and stuff.
And so an EMP takes out Vitalik. Somehow Ethereum goes down and Pulse Chain becomes Ethereum, right?
Right. That's right.
I think that's a scenario could happen. No, I'm joking. Sorry.
All right. So people are really sleeping on this. So just recently there was a private showing of the Heist of Stakes movie. And it was, I think it was shared out on social media just recently, but basically it was the founder of Hedron. They got to see it. I think he bid the highest on, there was like a sweepstakes sort of packaging they did. Whoever ended up bidding the highest got to see the movie in private and stuff. Right. And once this movie ends up doing a short theatrical run and stuff like that, so they're going to do some private movie theater showings and stuff all over the world. I think they're going to do one in LA, Las Vegas, New York, Miami, and the UK. It's going on streaming services. Bros, we only got crypto bros in Hex right now. What do you think happens if you have a big movie like that and then people really start seeing it from there? Even though it shows hexagons in a real light and stuff like that, it will get a lot of people interested in that. Just off of that right there, that movie, as long as the movie gets spread apart and stuff like that, it can maybe get on Netflix, maybe it can get on Amazon Prime, Hulu, one of these streaming services. It doesn't matter which one because it's out there. Once it's out there, boom, an influx of brand new users. So the Hex price will just off the movie really getting on these things, and then us just shilling the fuck out on Twitter and stuff. Go check out the Heist of Stakes movie. Even people who don't like Hex will watch the movie to go shit on it and stuff.
Right, and so I think the most important thing, right? Like you can shill it so far as a community, but at some point people are like, I've heard enough. Like, okay, I get it, right? In like. That can also be overdone to a point where people are like, that's like putting me off a little bit, right? Where people are really going to watch the movie and that's where it's going to go viral is from the platform that it's on, right? Like getting new users there. One other thing, right, which could definitely help is I don't know how to say this, like trying to make it sound nice. I'm not trying to shit on anybody basically, but I have seen quite a few YouTubers out there who basically still think we're in a bear market, haven't taken positions. And part of that is because of a fear of getting burnt again. They kind of got, hit hard in some aspects of their portfolio probably. And, they probably won't be really looking to get into the market until some point next year. And by the time they get into, they'll be like, oh shit, I'm missing something. And they'll go towards something that has, good tokenomics and a really good community and basically, a really good leader who has a chance, or who has basically proven that he's done a 10,000x in the past before. And then there's this MoonMath I've heard from this guy named DCC. Sounds kind of crazy to me, but he said it about a year ago. He said it was possible to see Paul's chain at $25, or sorry, Hex at $25. And so it's a little late here, but hey, those guys are going to take a shot. Why? Because at that point, not only have their portfolios been decimated, right? A lot of these people, and this goes for, normal people as well, but, and they haven't taken a shot in the market. They need to take shots as we go through 2024. They know we're going to get a pump, right? And so they're going to go towards things like this. And I think by that point in time, the narrative in crypto might start shifting, because we're already getting, some big players in the space with BitBoy, Ivan on Tech, and others, right? Actually going out on a limb and saying, okay, I'm cool with Hex, I'm cool with Pulse Chain. And that's a big, big change, because that did not happen at all in the last bull market for Hex, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was basically it wasn't really talked about and stuff like that. And it was mostly because most of these guys missed out on it. If I'm just being, they missed out on it, they were shitting on it. Basically, a lot of YouTubers are afraid to do their own research. They really are. I mean, for real, they need to be, okay, I got my YouTube channel now. I finally built it up to something okay by sucking dick on screen, taking money. I mean, for real, yo, there's been rumors. Both men and women. I'm not going to say who. Tatiana's out here in these streets and stuff. And then, you know what? There's a really famous quote and stuff. There's actually a couple songs that even say this and shit, right? I sold my soul to the company store, or there's that one, or I sold my soul to the devil and it was cheap. There's a lot of that, and that's in the music industry. And I'm not sure if they're being literal about that, but there's a lot of people,
I know what you're saying.
A lot of people, you'll be shocked how little people sell out for. Shocked. They sell out for fucking peanuts, fucking nothing. It's true. Like, you'll get them to say anything, dude.
Dude, people will kill another human being for $10,000. They'll do anything for, peanuts.
Fucking scrubs, dude. I swear, man. But regardless of stuff, right? They didn't do the research. And like, for the most part, look, most of these guys aren't doing the research at all, dude. They're not even doing research. And on top of that, even if they do the research, there's intangibles that they're not doing. They don't really most of these guys really suck ass at actually figuring out that there's a community, really. On top of that, I've seen a lot of YouTubers. I've seen these guys. I've seen big channels that do great research and shit. They're like these fucking laundry list videos. This is what this token does, and it does this, and it does that. Blah 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 blah. This, it has a partnership with that, and that's all fucking important, right? It is important, but their track record is dog shit. More than half these fuckers don't make money at all. The only reason they make money is just because the whole market goes up a little bit. To carry them up and stuff, but realistically, they don't. Most of these guys, the way they make money is because someone tells them on the inside that they're gonna fucking scam pump the coin, right? And this is kind of a big problem of it, right? Now, this time around, they were basically Hex got big enough that everyone talked about it. They gave it, like, a lot of people free claimed a lot of their. You want to know some shit? I'm not sure if this is the correct price right now, but basically all the free Hex that was given out to Bitcoin holders was worth like $500 million at one point. $500 million of free Hex was given away to people for the people who had Bitcoins, right? I think it was like 10,000 Hex for every one Bitcoin you had, right? Or 12,000 if you self-referred. But here's the interesting fact. Now, they heard of the 10,000 gains. Hex didn't fucking rug. Hex launched in 2019. We're in 2023 now. Whole crypto bear. Oh no, Hex is dead. What are we up right now? We're literally up like a 3x from the bottom right now. We're up a 3x from the bottom. I don't know what other coin could say that right now. Not even Ethereum is up a 3x from the bottom. Not even Bitcoin's at 3x from the bottom. Most of these coins are barely limp-dick 50% from their bottoms. Some of them are still trying to find their bottoms right now.
Yeah. But some of them won't find their bottoms until next year.
Right. Sorry. Damn. Me and Charlie have been talking a lot this week.
Yeah. I'm letting you roll on this one. I'm just like, I'll sit back and wait a little bit here because, man, we've been talking a lot.
Definitely. But all right, so from here, right? So a lot of these coins haven't even made their bottoms yet. Hex is the only one that interests. Like there are some coins like there's some coins I don't even like and stuff like that. May not even be a terrible idea to buy a little bit as a scratcher ticket. Sometimes we have to buy insurance and stuff like that, and we're willing to admit that just because I don't like a coin. If I for some reason saw like fuck Zen's actually going to do something, or I would like, you know what, fuck it, you guys, I'm buying some insurance.
Yeah, and back in what was it, 2020? That's where I was at, right? And it paid the fuck off, and it's one of these things and then you learn a lot too, and you get a lot of things disproven.
Right. Now, one of the reasons why we've been telling you guys buy Ethereum, right? One, Ethereum's fucking fundamentals have changed significantly to the fucking upside. And I don't care if you're a fucking hexagon, because I've seen a lot of fuck Ethereum, Pulse Chain's better.
Right.
Yeah, dude, I know that. But it's not here yet. And two, like, fuck, I hate when you guys talk about Ethereum. I hate when you guys talk about Bitcoin. Here's why we talk about it. Because not just the dumb money, the institutional money, the VC money, the grandma and grandpa's money, when they eventually onboard the money through, like grandma and grandpa aren't getting into crypto. Grandma and grandpa's financial advisor is going to onboard grandma and grandpa's money into crypto. This is why we care so much about the fucking spot ETF for Bitcoin, because then look, if you go back on my stream, was it like 2 days ago or a day ago, we did this whole thing where we're reacting to this big time Wall Street guy. He pretty much runs a $300 billion fund. And he personally asked a lot of the biggest brokers around. On top of that, did surveys on brokers across the industry. 40% of brokers hold crypto. These guys are going to buy a lot of crypto and stuff. The problem is they have no legal vehicle where they can, so they don't want to get in trouble. When some of this stuff comes out in the next couple of years, this money's onboarding. Then we're going to start getting a lot of that retirement money, a lot of that 401k money, a lot of just personal IRA money, investing into crypto on those facets, because these middlemen want to stay middlemen. I understand that it shouldn't be like that, but that's how it is, because that's how the world's money is right now. Eventually, we'll drag all that money out of those accounts, and it'll be straight over here in the crypto space, and it'll be like eventually everything will be cryptotized at some point, right? But baby steps, right? So this is why we watch those, because when Bitcoin and Ethereum do very fucking well, these are the Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Whether we like it or not, these are the poker chips.
Yeah, exactly. And on top of that, right? Not only that, but ignoring Bitcoin, Ethereum is like ignoring gravity, right? It's also like ignoring the S&P 500 or ignoring, the wider world, right? It's like you're so niched down into one thing, which is okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not, you do want some ETH, right? But at the same time, right? Like if you don't understand why your basically your coin is doing what it's doing, a lot of that comes from right, the traditional market, the wider global financial situation, Bitcoin, Ethereum situation as well. Whether we like it or not, everything in the cryptoverse still revolves around kind of the binary star system of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Right. Now, the reason I call them the Chuck E. Cheese tokens look, we created the product, the Citadel, right? It's a joke and stuff about it in terms of, but it's a really good joke. Memes, right? Memes aren't a joke, bros. People have made millions and millions of dollars off of fucking meme coins. Memes are money now. Memes are an idea. Money's an energy. All this shit around us is a figment of our imagination, because humans have decided to create it, and we gave value. Money, the definition of money is whatever the fuck we decide has value. That's it. Right?
Yeah, you just lagged out there for like a second. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just, my face is.
Well, the other thing I was gonna say, man, is like, my meme portfolio, like it's just another way to continue to meme my way through life. That's just one of my goals in life, is to have a portion of the life where you've just memed your way through. Because why the fuck not? And if it makes you a ton of money while you're at it, like off of small scratcher ticket bets, more power to you.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, we'll answer some questions right now from the chats right now. I see you Hex Deck and stuff, but Yeah, if you try to contact us, it's just it'll take when we're off of the course right there, we'll be able to answer a lot of messages and stuff. But definitely just jump in the course, dude. Don't like.
I think you
I
have
know
to
you consider
explain memes.
grow it like.
Oh, sorry.
What's it?
We were
Yeah.
totally off base there for a second. Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But look, and I'm gonna be very fucking nice. I'm gonna say this. I'm trying to say this as nice as I can. I really can because we've had like I love like. Oh fuck! I should say be really careful with this one. All right, so look, if you've been in crypto for 7 years, because he said he's like, hey, I've done well in this crypto for 7 years, and I'm always evaluating and stuff. You should the reason it shouldn't matter to you and stuff because in 7 years you should have made a lot of money, and now what's going on is you should be just looking for information to make one more valuable score. Because what ends up happening as you make more money, every single decision you do is just a massive move. I throw $40,000, $50,000, $100,000 into a coin and stuff. It 3x's over the weekend, or it does a 30-40x over a bear market or a bull market and stuff. That's $3 million plus $6 million. It just depends on where it can go and stuff, right? Just by doing this one little move, or just this is what I'm saying. When you have less money and stuff, you're doing the riskier stuff, but then at the same time, you're still trying to grow your portfolio and stuff. So it's the thing of just like keeping your skills really, really sharp and staying on tact and shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and I mean you can use that money, right, to do stuff that's fun too, right? So like like if you have those types of positions, then like getting to that level where you're doing that, that's where the all the fun is well, not all the fun, but it's a lot of fun. But everybody has a chance to get there. Like I think some people here might not have their goals high enough for the long term. I know I didn't. I thought $10 million is the ultimate goal, kind of like how everybody used to want $1 million, right? Like the song, if I only had $1 million and all that shit, what I'd do. Now, really, to be honest, I think include with inflation and everything and where you want to go in life and everything, for most people, if they want true absolute freedom and to do like some really cool shit while they're at it too, about $40 million sounds like that number to me now. And then it's like, well, why stop at 40 if you got there, right? Might as well go to 100. And if you can get there, you might as well try for $1 billion, right? So like, I don't know, man. I don't see the point in, getting too satiated at one level because it's not necessarily greed, right? You can do it in a very ethical way and, be perfectly fine. And it's just one of these things where I think a lot of people probably just need to understand what's possible over what period of time and when. And we're going to talk a lot about that in the crypto mindset course because, it's not only like uncut hopium that's just like pure hope or cope, right? It's based on information and data we've seen in the past that a lot of people, like we've heard a lot of stories in crypto, like a lot of war stories, right? Good, bad, the ugly. And we know what you need to do to keep on the straight and narrow and to get to those, lofty goals. Cause, we've seen people get to the mountaintop where, we're on our way to the mountaintop or, we reach different pinnacles of mountaintops and then go for that next mountain is basically the best metaphor for that. Yeah.
Right. So let me put this up. Let me give you a stretch goal. Now, we want everyone to get to 1 million, and we really believe that can happen really easily. For most guys, you should this cycle. I think with no matter what money you have, you should be able to hit low six figures. And that's being reasonable. For some of you guys, you might touch the higher end of the 6-figure range or maybe low end 1 million and some change. If you start from zero now and you really are like DCAing hardcore and you're really focused and you make crypto your life in terms of like, besides your work, and then afterwards you listen to videos and you're going crazy with it. So I fucking don't see how you can pull 6 figures plus on this market. That's not impossible. I've done it. I've done it in my first fucking cycle. For real, with like, and I didn't have as much money like as I do now and stuff. And my business was just barely growing to the point where it was starting to make money and stuff. So I mean, people don't even know this. Like, I was not making a ton of money really from it took me, 6.5 years in my business before I started making like okay money. And that's just like, wow, I'm finally making like 100K a year. Cool. Like, and that took me like having every advantage in terms of like being Hispanic. No, I'm joking. But having every advantage in terms of like, I have family in the industry. I'm able to ask questions. you know, they're not giving me handouts, but they're giving me like, I asked, hey, uncle, how do you do this? How do you do that? Okay, cool. Being able to like, you know, shout out to my family and stuff. They like, if I ever had a big job, like sometimes I'd be able to ask them, can I borrow an equipment or something like that? You know, like they give me, they help me out a lot like that. But asking for advice, it was like asking for advice. He's like, okay, Miguel, you do it like this and this, but then I had to go do it myself. Right. And on top of that, they weren't helping me source jobs. I had to source my own jobs, but I was able to then funnel somewhat of that little capital I had at the time and stuff. And you guys have heard my stories before of just being able to like literally only being able to put like $20 or $40 a day or something like fuck it, I won't eat lunch today. I'll put that extra, whatever, $23, you know, $23 into crypto and stuff for Bitcoin. And then my goal, I was crazy about getting to 1 Bitcoin. I was crazy about it. And finally, when I hit that 1 Bitcoin, I was so fucking happy. And then you know what I did with that Bitcoin? I converted into Ethereum for the hex what's called wow, dude, it's been a long, you know, it's late.
Amplifier.
Not the amplifier. No,
what was the thing called? It? Yeah, I know.
Like Hex Jesus is having a fucking brain aneurysm.
The first 1 year.
Wow.
In November, you guys were celebrating the shit out of it. What was that called?
Yeah, it was a big payday. It was a big payday, but it was the amplifier. The amplifier. Yeah, it was like the whole. Yeah, it was a whole. Yeah.
That's what I thought. That's what I said.
Yeah, bro, having an aneurysm is what's going on.
Not only an aneurysm, but again, like you know,
Hex Jesus is forgetting the scripture right now. It's like literally
1:35 in the morning here after doing what, like 5 or 6 days straight of content and then flying across half the continent to get here. So yeah.
So, if I remember correctly, I think I converted that 1 Bitcoin for over it should have, I think if I was remembering, it may have been over 100 Ethereum at the time. It was actually a pretty decent rate because remember Ethereum bottomed out way later after Bitcoin did. So once I had the Bitcoin and stuff like that, I was able to convert that into quite a decent stack of Ethereum, and I used that Ethereum stack to. And let me tell you this, that was probably one of the best. Like I struggled so fucking hard for that first Bitcoin. Like I mean, struggle. Shout out to Cash App, but struggled for real. Shout out to Cash App and Coinbase, but I struggled so hard for that first Bitcoin and stuff. And then once I had that capital, because that's your capital to put in to risk some of that into other projects and stuff. And what I remember I left myself with like 20% of a Bitcoin and some other, and a couple other, I think I had a little bit of Litecoin left. And I kept that there as like an emergency in real life if I needed cash, and it did happen. Actually, it ended up I think like 3 or 4 months into Hex. I ended up like, holy crap, I need some more money and stuff. So I sold a little bit of Bitcoin to shore me up for workers and stuff. And then it was like, as soon as I did that, it's kind of funny. The lowest point in your business, like literally, it was like, fuck, I have to sell half my crypto portfolio to get myself out of a hole in real life. Sold it, kept DCing into Hex during the AA amplifiers. And then from there, business took off like crazy. Like literally, I remember it went bananas. Like I went from like, I was probably like barely scraping together maybe 60,000 a year, and the business went to like 120. Then we went higher from there. DCC, did you free claim your Hex using BTC? Yes, I did. And I self-referred myself. Let me tell you this, like I was so like helped trying to get so many people at the Hex. And this is not just gonna be about Hex. We're gonna be talking about a lot of other coins as well. But like I was so into like helping people that I didn't even I only referred myself. And then on top of that, I made sure to help people refer themselves. So I didn't even get a referral bonus for anything. So I double check. I onboarded so many people into Hex early on and stuff as it was launching, and then from there, once we started YouTubing and stuff, like bro, like with the Discord Syndicate and like Hexologists, like we onboarded just fucking everybody from there and stuff.
Oh, until the crypto mindset course came along.
Yeah.
Because like on aggregate, we've probably introduced, like we probably can put anybody in the Hex community on a run for their money for how many people we've introduced to Hex over the last few years on aggregate.
Yeah, it's insane. We're the biggest. We really are like the biggest onboarders into Hex. I mean that, and just let me tell you this. Before I even started Crypto Mindset, I was already one of the biggest recruiters. I mean, not recruiters. But
you were on that Mount Rushmore of the the Hexicans.
Right. It was me, Hexologist, Crypto Coffee, and RG3. Boom. It was only 3 channels, right? Crypto Coffee's channel, Discord Syndicate and Hexologist. We streamed the entire fucking time. I was with the Discord Syndicate for the whole AA Amplifier, the big payday, all of it. And then from there, we went our separate ways and stuff. And I started YouTubing on my own channel, right? And we onboarded everybody. Anyone who's anybody in Pulse Chain and all the stuff, sacrifices, all the biggest, everybody came from that show, and we helped a bunch of people like onboard and start their own channels from there and stuff. Then from that fucking point, then we started crypto fucking mindset, and then from there we onboarded even fucking more people into crypto space. 13,000 with this course strong in terms of like courses,
Lifetime.
products, and services and everything. Yeah, everything put together and stuff. So on top of there, a good portion of those people ended up into Hex as well. So literally, we probably did more than 20% or 25% of everyone in Hex, period. And that's probably the same thing for Pulse Chain right now too.
It's
we don't
probably,
have
it's going to get even better for Pulse Chain, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah. And we don't even have a Don DeMarco, man, but I'm going to give you a fucking Pepe, an old school one too. You know, there's a lot of people who are retarded. You know, there's a lot of people that are fucking retarded. You know, like I try, you know, sometimes, you know, you try so hard to bring people to the water, but they just don't want to drink, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't want to fucking listen to advice either.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly.
They want to all in, Miguel. One shitcoin, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. One shitcoin, man. I ain't listening to advice, man, Miguel. Dude, hey, dude, I wouldn't throw it into this one, bro. I do this and this. No. That's too complicated, bro. One coin, all my money, one shot right now. All right. Do it, bro.
Allegedly. And prior to Pulse Sacrifice.
Oh, right before the coin. Yo, this guy.
Pull it. What?
This
Don't do it.
person.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
It would happen. Whatever. It is what it is. Not everybody's literate in this game, and that's okay. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's sad to say this, but that person could end up. I mean, whoever that fucking person is, that person could be a fucking. I mean, literally every time he sells, it's time.
This is your second cousin.
Yeah, my second cousin. Every time he fucking buys, we sell. Every time he sells, we buy. I mean, literally, he's the top indicator and he's the bottom indicator. It's I've never known a person like this. We didn't even notice it at the time until we thought back and we're like, Jesus Christ.
Not exactly. There's a few times where we've, but yeah. Anyways, we won't go there.
Yeah. Well, family likes to talk shit about family. So, hey, family business, you guys, and we're all family here. We're all family here, right? Hey, we didn't throw shit at him, but hey, whatever. Yep.
Hey, third. Well, I'm not even gonna go there.
Motherfuckers want to smoke.
Keep it there. Let's move it on.
Yeah. All right, let's move on, man. People smoke crack. It just is what it is.
Yeah, sometimes you can't help it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Thanks, T-Bird, man. You're the realest of the real. Learn the shit ton from you. Can't think. Hey, no, for sure, man. And we made sure to teach a lot of people the ability so they wouldn't get scammed. I'm very hopefully a lot of the guys who have taken our courses and now are full-fledged in the ecosystem now are making better decisions, and you guys don't get ripped off as much. But at the same time, we also have to, we got to roll the dice. We got to take some shots. Like, not every time you're in a coin it's going to go well, but as long as you're positioned correctly, and that's why it's so important to have that Ethereum state. No, I have two screens here, like these two screens right here, like this and this, like this and this. I have two portfolios. I got my Hex Pulse Chain portfolio, and I got the rest of my portfolio there. And one thing that I've always done, no matter what, because I've worked too damn hard. And stuff on this shit. Is I've always made sure to have two portfolios, right? So I've had my Hex portfolio and everything, beautiful that, but I've always built my other portfolio because if for fucking some reason the other one went down, I'm still surviving no matter what. And even if crypto all went to zero, we'd still make it. And then that's the beautiful thing. Like steel sharpens steel, you know. And the whole thing is just being able to always, like, me and Charlie have always put ourselves in positions to keep learning and like keep trying new things out, new ecosystems and stuff. And we played around with all of it. Like the average guy launching a project on Pulse Chain's launching bullshit. And I'm gonna call it out this time. As soon as everything starts launching, I'm gonna start telling you the bullshit, bro.
Statistically speaking, right? It's just going to happen because 90% of all, 90 to 95% of all projects in overall crypto, we know are shit, right? So why would that not be the same on a new ecosystem? Of course, it's bound to happen, right? It's just the way, the law of numbers right there.
Yeah, and looks for danger, man. Discovered you guys through Donovan Sharp. We will be doing a stream of Donovan Sharp really soon. I think we might be even doing it tomorrow and stuff. So shout out to Donovan Sharp for real, man. And definitely check us out. We're gonna be at the CME in October and stuff. So yeah, shout out to Donovan Sharp. And I'll tell you, man, that actually, just to go back for the CME, definitely, if you guys want to meet me and Charlie, get a ticket to the CME when it goes live. Go to Donovan Sharp. Make sure when the CME goes live, the sales we'll be shilling out Donovan's link and stuff for the CME. So if you want to meet me and Charlie, we're going to be at the CME live, and ask us all your fucking questions, man. Because on the last CME, I literally jumped in last second. I think Charlie was having visa troubles in terms of like, not visa troubles. That was during COVID. If you had left, you wouldn't be able to come back, right? That was the whole gist with Japan at the time. Dude,
yeah,
like,
they would cancel my visa if I were to leave the country, basically. Because then you're basically just a refugee at that point.
Hey, Charlie, I had a question. Have you ever had visa troubles?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm in the process of making a company in Japan.
But Charlie, but criminals can't do that. How is that possible?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. No. We're going to, I would say, T-minus a year and a half, we will have a crypto mindset's going bilingual. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So we're crypto mindset's going to be in another language as well. So there you go, man. Here you go, Anime Kingdom. That's the link right here. Boom. But it's we got a lot of plans for crypto mindset. Like everyone else fucked off. We didn't. We tripled and doubled down our work effort, and we kept expanding. And now we're only going to keep growing from here. So, boom.
And now, it's coming to Latin world near you as well. Like we got, a guy who might know a little Spanish here, so we can easily.
En español.
Yeah, we'll start taking over the world, baby. Let's go.
Definitely, man. So should we say should we give them a little hint of the languages we're going to do, or not yet?
Well, yeah, I mean, right there we got Japanese and Spanish. Yeah. I mean, Japan. So here's a little game about moving companies internationally, which was basically my forte as a recruiter. I was helping companies come into Japan, and I was also helping Japanese companies go abroad, and helping international companies come to Japan is a pain in the ass because they all think they know what the fuck they're doing. But Japan's such a different market, right, that it's almost impossible to get in. So, it's hard to get in. Once they do get in, right, then they think they won't fail. And a lot of the times their products don't hit right in Japan. So basically, if we can do that there, we can do it anywhere. It's kind of like New York in that way, right? So once localizing a product is extremely difficult, and each country and culture has very unique things about it, right? In terms of how they need to be taught information and how they absorb information, how they want to be advertised to, how they want to, what their sense of humor is, all that stuff, right? So all these languages, right? You got to deep dive into that stuff, and you have to really know your shit. So it's good that you know Spanish, a little bit. And
hurt by this deeply, no. But let me tell you this right now. I was having a conversation today with shout out from Steve from accounting. We're gonna have another tax webinar, and we're up. I mean, he's to the nth degree. We're upgrading it. Like the tax webinar is going to be gigantic. But Omi course talking about crypto taxes, literally, because we pay our taxes. You know what? Want to know something? I think the IRS just came out the information. Almost no one paid crypto taxes. Well, me and Charlie did, and all our guys from the courses did. Random motherfuckers in CT doing scams didn't, but we did, right? Yeah. So one little thing that was really funny about that is like Steve from Accountant's Puerto Rican, and he says, "Bro, I can't." He's flying out to Puerto Rico right now, and he's like, "I can't understand these motherfuckers." Puerto Ricans can't understand other Puerto Ricans, like how much their Spanish is great. And this is like things from like all the islands and stuff. Like their Spanish is like
right.
There's no diss on them, bro. Like I love I love all the Puerto Ricans, I love Dominicans, I love fucking Cubans, everybody. Shout out to all the Latinos, but man, their Spanish sounds bad. Like it's very.
You told me that about like Spain, right?
Yeah, look, they speak proper, but here's the problem. Is that they talk with a fucking lisp, and it is so fucking irritating. They sound like fucking like maggots, dude.
So okay, so
it's Charlie.
Oh, sorry, say it again.
It's Charlie. Like imagine I was talking, Charlie. It's so nice to meet you, bro. You're like my number one fan. I'm your number one fan, Charlie. Like that. It's that bad. Like hola, Miguel. Bienvenidos a mi casa. They're literally, it's because one Spanish king ended up having a fucking lisp, and then all these dudes were cocksuckers, and they all started talking with the fucking lisp, and now and because all the rich people who were around the king were talking with the lisp, then everybody else is like, oh fuck, all the rich people are talking with the lisp, so I gotta talk with the lisp, and now the whole country talks with the fucking lisp.
So okay, here's a question then. My question is because yeah, I think the next language that I'm going to have on the docket is Spanish, right? Because I got to business level Japanese, and that's, if I can do that, I can do Spanish. So which like country or dialect, right, would be best to start with? Either, because there's two ways to look at it, right? One way would be textbook. One way would be, you want to sound good and be able to communicate with a lot of different countries.
Now, I would say the fastest way for you to learn, if I'm being really, really honest, is if you're single or not, but hey, go get yourself a Latina girlfriend or a Mexican girlfriend, and go to that country and go be there for a couple months. You'll pick it up really quickly, and then
just one.
Hey. No, yeah, just one girlfriend, but we spin in place, but they all don't know their girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? One in every city, man. This is actually a really sad story. Like I have a cousin named Juanito. He died. I love this man, dude, but he died a long time ago in a car accident and stuff. It's really sad, but basically how old is he? He was about, I would say 6 years older than me and stuff. So basically when I was 8 years old, he was like, 14, 15 years old and stuff. He was helping my mom and dad around when we went to Mexico. Dopest dude ever. Dude could pull any bitch. Yeah, Juanito was a G, bro. I love Juanito, dude. Like, I love this guy. And, he would treat us so well and help us out and stuff like that. And, right around he was like, he really asked my dad, because my dad had a big construction company during the early 2000s, during the housing boom. And he was always helping, like he was really good with his working and stuff like that. And then what ended up happening is my dad said, well, I can't have you over there unless you're 18 years old, so you have to wait. So on his 18th birthday, he just got it. He talked to my dad. My dad was about to bring him over here. And he basically, he went to a party. I think it was after 2 days after his birthday, and then one of his friends was driving drunk and shit, and they their truck flipped over on the road. Yeah, not so awesome, So it's this whole, it's just it's not cool and stuff like that. But anyway, and I know I shouldn't have gone that dark with that shit, but it just reminded me of that and stuff. But
well, I mean, it's an important, but
it's important, yeah. Yeah, he's a great dude and stuff like that. But he was that kind of guy and stuff. He would always joke around, and he wasn't joking around. He literally so we had the main pueblo, so our main little town, and then there's all these adjacent towns over. So it's imagine you live town 1, town 2, town B, or something like that. Or imagine if you live in Vegas and you live on the Strip. And then there's Henderson, Summerlin, Northtown. He had a fucking girlfriend in every fucking borough. Legitimate.
Okay, I get you now.
So every time with my dad, and he would drive to a different city or something with Juanito and stuff, he's like, okay, what's it? He actually had a piece of paper with the fucking girl's name on it.
That's great.
Oh, what a G, bro. And then but so that, if you got to be a little bit like that, right? So. So if you got these girlfriends, it's a great way to learn. But from there, taking a Rosetta Stone, and then really taking these classes and stuff to really get. I've seen most college classes. You really don't learn Spanish from that. You have to self-teach yourself.
It's the same thing with every language, right? Like, girls are an amazing way to learn a language. It is definitely true. And then, on top of it, just moving and shaking in the cultures and stuff, going traveling there, all that stuff. I think Franklin said Colombian Spanish was his choice there, or recommendation, I should say. he's a little
like,
double.
I love Cuban Spanish now. It's like Dominican Republican Spanish is
Portuguese. No.
No, but actually Portuguese is a completely different language than Spanish.
Well, I know, and a lot of Brazil speaks Portuguese, right?
Yeah, I've heard nothing.
Anyways, going back to
anyway, yeah, let's go way off topic.
But okay, somebody else said Chinese is part of world domination, but you have the Chinese is very different, not in terms of only language, but also in terms of like how crypto will be implemented there, right? And so like that also will be a portion down the road, right? Like some places, really will have a very different kind of regulatory framework for crypto, like especially over the next like few years. It might kind of become more universal down the line, but yeah, for right now, there's going to be some interesting things. So China's a little bit behind the 8 ball in that way because they're not going to be as free, right, as the rest of us.
Right. So yeah, crypto mindset is coming to Spanish and to a Japanese near you.
Nobody's paying you to sell you on the course, bro.
Sell me in your course? I mean, no. Look, go watch the Fresh and Fit episode and stuff. Like, go watch the Fresh and Fit episode we just did and stuff. We killed it. We answered all these questions. We answered crypto questions, dude. It's like 20. It's actually 16 live webinars, 5 pre-recorded. We're talking about taxes, cryptos, coins, layer ones, pulse chain opportunities, which is bullshit, which is good. Hex, MoonMath, all of it, dude. And if you're not in there, stay poor, whatever. Like, yeah. And I'm saying respectfully, I know you've been in Hex for a while, so you got a bag and stuff and you sacrifice, that's good. But if you want to learn about stuff outside of Hex and stuff and really like learn the ecosystem, that's a really good opportunity. And we're talking about possible airdrop opportunities and stuff. We're talking about NFTs. We have NFT experts. That mean millions up there. We got the Red Pill Lions, just a successful launch. Literally, it's crazy the amount of stuff. We're one of the newest webinars we're going to do now. We kind of decided on the last stream. We're going to do a webinar on return on flex. So this webinar on return on flex is basically once you made some crypto money, how do you ball on a budget? How to not go broke balling? I mean, if you want to, like some people, like not everyone, some people like, no, Miguel, I want to save my money. I want to get into real estate. I want to do, but some people legitimately want to like spend some of their money and like do some fun shit, right? I get it. Like you can do both, and like it's a personal decision. But we're gonna show you how to basically, how to buy a supercar if you want to buy a supercar, how to buy chains, how not to buy chains, what's the right Rolex to buy, what's not. How to basically be able to talk to authorized dealers and stuff to maybe be able to get a watch that you like and stuff, make relationships and stuff. We're also going to be talking about, as well, like club game. If you want to learn about club game, we're going to have a car expert. We're going to have, Fresh and Fit in there. We're going to have a couple other people in there talking to you guys. And this is an important webinar that we're going to have probably towards the back half of the courses and stuff like that. And let me tell you this, Zenith is completely right, dude. The McLarens have great reliability. This is the best starter car you could ever fucking buy. Shout out to McLaren.
Yikes. Are you trying to get a sponsorship to ECC? I mean, come on.
No. I my shirt says McLaren. and my caps like this. It's like people just do stuff for like money, you know? Like have you ever seen Wayne's World? Like, yep. But it's gonna be it's a segment where we just like literally by us joking around on stream on Charlie's channel, we're like, fuck, that's actually a good idea. But the return on flex one, and it's a good one. Like we're gonna talk about supercars, which ones not to get, which ones are good ones, starter cars, and just all kinds of fun stuff, right? But we're also gonna talk about the risk webinar, as well as once you make some money, that you get used to having the money, used to it before you start spending like crazy. But once you're ready to like make a purchase, it's so you can make a really good purchase, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll also give you some advice too if you're buying really expensive like Christian Louis Vuitton shoes and stuff like that. I know a lot about like good shoes and stuff or jackets, and there's a lot of stuff. We'll talk about a lot of fun stuff in there, but
yeah, there's some stuff as well, like what will be basically just a waste of money, right? Like I think that's important to cover a bit as well.
And we'll also be talking the reason we call it return on flex, right? So there's going to be a lot of like really good ways to like how to buy stuff here and there, but also on top of that is there's actually financial reasons why you may want to buy one. Actually, that'll help you out, especially if you're creating a brand or a YouTube channel and stuff like that. I mean, it's the truth. Like, people fucking fall for. I mean, it's so like I think Richard talked about this quite a lot. The reason he gets shirts that say Gucci on it, like in big letters and stuff like that, is people can easily fucking recognize the brand. Versus like a lot of people buy a lot of like people buy brands unless you really like it, right? Unless you really like a brand or something like that, you should buy something that is a little louder because you are spending the money on it, and it is a choosing mating signal on top of that and stuff like this. Is like peacocking in a way. I mean, the jacket I'm wearing looks really nice and stuff, but it's John Barbados and stuff, and it's an expensive jacket, but it's not loud, right? Right. But it's a nice jacket, but this looks like a $200 jacket, but it's like fucking $1,800.
That was worth it. No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah, that was totally worth it, Miguel. No, but bro, shit, I feel tight in this jacket. I don't give a fuck, man. I feel cool.
It's one of those things. It's like that crypto meme. It's like, no, everybody in this party doesn't know my jacket's $1,800.
If they only knew I'm an Akosa whale, bro. Like, right. Shut the fuck up, bro. We're all like Akosa whales. Shut up. But Dylan's right here, right? Yeah, Gucci track shirts for the fucking win, bro. Charlie, one day we got to do that shit. If we're gonna do some ridiculous shit.
We'll have some things down the line. We'll go for that.
Yeah, and then Zenith is right. Like, I can't wait to buy a Submariner, nice silver with a black. Yeah, like you can't go like with Rolexes. You cannot go wrong with like Submariners and stuff. It's literally. I mean, I think after talking to Myron and after like talking to like we were in talks and stuff with like Andrew Tate's like watch guy and stuff, as well as Myron talked to Nico recently and stuff. Nico's like he's like the guy, him or he's like one of the top two guys in all of YouTube when it comes to watches and stuff. APs are probably another one you want to buy and stuff like that. So it's either APs or Rolexes, or basically don't fuck with it pretty much.
Well, it's interesting. The Black Gentleman Geek has a really, really good point. So I'm going to interpret this a little bit, right? And then I'll add a little thing to it, which is, so like there's, well, I won't go there. I'll leave some of this for the course, but basically the art game, not, the NFTs, right? They take a little bit of a page out of the art game essentially, right?
Yeah.
But the art game is also, like part of that whole thing. It's a great area, and you can actually treat it as well as an investment that you flip at some point as well. It's kind of like, how your Rolexes are, right?
Right.
They look nice, they're pretty, they're fun, they're ornamental, but that's about it. You're not, how often are you really going to use it to look at the time a bit? You're also going to use your iPhone quite a lot, right?
Right.
But buy and hold, you have something that's of value. You have some other purposes that we can discuss in the course of, what are useful, right? And then you can sell for more later. Great. So, yeah. And the Mona Lisa is the freaking highest level of that shit. So it's all, it's all related.
Definitely and stuff. And then also the art game is the OG. It's the OG NFT game, really,
Yeah.
So definitely, man. So that's what's going to be offered in the course, man. If you want to get in or not, man. But like, if you're having this much trouble and stuff like that, I'm just telling you, you probably over allocated into Pulse Chain too much, where you don't have any like I'm not trying to be mean or nothing or do anything like that, but like, yeah, if you've been watching us for that long and stuff, like you should already know. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, and also you had a lot of opportunity watching our YouTube channels, since January, basically, to drum up, some extra profits.
Now I'm going to say something about my second cousin here and stuff, because he really makes me angry sometimes. But I will say this though, me and Charlie legitimately care about you guys, and we're really like I fucking edit. So you can't tell right here because I look wonderful, but if you see me in person, you'll actually see that I'm getting a lot of gray hairs actually on the side of my head and stuff, because like I literally do stress out quite a lot, and I really make sure that I think over what I say in terms of the courses and a lot of times on YouTube to make sure that you guys are being safe. And we protected you guys. And honestly, we have protected you guys from a lot of fucking rugs and stuff. We know communities that we're friends with and stuff that got so devastated with fucking Luna. Jesus Christ. I mean, like, we had friends of ours that, had started like not competitor businesses, but basically had like groups and stuff like that. And like, it is Rexville. It's over. Right. We protected a lot of people from a lot of things. We made our money. And like, basically sometimes you got to jump into everything's a Ponzi at the end of the day, but like legitimately, but some things are actual Ponzi's, right? But sometimes you have to get in to make that scratch and you get out, right? It is what it is, right? One cycle pumps and dumps and let's get the fuck out, right? But we've kept a lot of our guys safe. We didn't disappear during the bear market. I will say this about my second cousin here, right? Privately was shitting on you guys for being like retarded buying whatever the fuck he was selling.
Well, I mean, what was the first show after? That says it all, Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Hey, man, yeah. And anyway, for any US, where AP stands for, there you go, man. Audemars Pink. Dude, I suck at saying that name. It's because it's probably
French. Gotta learn some French there. Oui.
Yeah, I got some homies that just recently went up to France and they said it smelled like piss over there. Ugh. Seriously. I was like, dang, dude.
Here's the thing. Like, I mean, Paris, right? Like, large cities these days aren't doing the best, right? So if you're going to go somewhere like that, like, go to a vineyard or something, go out in the countryside. I heard Lyon is pretty decent, but that might have been a while back. But yeah, get off the beaten path a little bit in a lot of countries these days.
No, definitely, man. But yeah, I do plan at some point to go visit Europe and stuff. We might even do a Europe tour for a crypto mindset and stuff in the future. Not now, but in the future.
Well, I mean, yeah, over this decade, we'll have the whole world tour plus some, so
definitely. Corey Ruckforth, did you actually super chat? Let me double check that. Right there, my God. Let's see. Corey Ruckforth with the $5 Euro chat. Or Euro chat. Will the tax webinar cover UK or just US? Struggling to find someone in the UK for my taxes for crypto. I want to get well in front of them. Thanks, guys. We'll cover. We'll make sure and find a couple things for the UK guys. But I will say, look, the crypto industry is really underserved on a lot of these things. It really is. That's why over time we will be launching a crypto tax service, and we will soon enough make sure to get licensed professionals in the UK, train them up in crypto, and then from there be able to give people. We won't be doing it ourselves personally, but we'll be giving recommendations. Hey, this guy works for people in the UK.
Yeah.
This person works for here.
People don't know we have to try multiple people multiple times before we really hit upon somebody good like that. Because way back in the Wayback Machine, if I forget which number course it was, but we had one tax guy in there, and it was just like everybody was like, "Man, that tax guy just ain't degen enough," And so we're like, "All right, we hear you guys. We're gonna go find one." Right? It took us a while, but we found one. And so, it's it's like that.
Definitely, man. Let me see. Did I miss any supers? Who did I miss? Let me just full screen this thing. Okay. I missed the super chats because we were talking a lot and we're doing MoonMath and saying hex stuff and saying pulse chain stuff. I think Randy's right. I think we could get 100x in the first 90 days. That's not impossible. Shout out to Randy. Randy's actually was the first guest for our courses ever. Legitimately.
Yeah. Randy's seen a lot of shit in crypto.
Definitely has, man. Definitely has. I don't know. Where is it? Here it is. Boom. There you go, man. We got Ricky right here. Did the last CME course, roll into quarter 2, got 9x of my money for quarter 1. Sheesh, took profits, and now I'm a noob in the space. Haha, CME for rich noobs incoming. Let's go quarter 2, baby. Damn, shout out to Ricky, man. That's awesome, dude. That's freaking awesome, man. Made a 9x from this first course, took some profits, is now going into quarter 2, dude. Shout out to you, man. That deserves right.
Didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I said I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
And another super chat right here for the 10 euros right here. Let's see. For Fresh and Fit to Read, quoting the present, if you don't get into crypto mindset quarter 2, you ain't black. What?
That's pretty funny.
Get educated and don't be like the old ones. Hashtag bigger, better confidence. BBC gang, we up. That's right. Let's go, Brandon. Right? That's a new Let's Go, Brandon. All right, David. Yeah, David, $5 euro. Bought past 2 days for 467 euro in ETH and $100 for BTC. Would you say receive DCA 2K after May 9th, or just wait 2 weeks? Should take out, or should I wait long? I mean, basically DCA now, the kind of the worst case right now is maybe we only go down. We'll go to $1,000 lower on Bitcoin and maybe a 100 and some change on Ethereum. So the difference isn't that gigantic on the DCA there. So I mean, I would just be onboarding capital now, but if you're in the course, definitely save some dry powder, because we'll be talking about coins that haven't come out yet or haven't talked about yet in the future. We got some new tokens that we've seen that I think have really good chance of doing pretty well, as well as some oldies, some goodies. And there's stuff that's actually really, really, really like there's some stuff right now that are really, it's pretty crazy and stuff like that. And, let's see, Black Gentleman Geek says, if you don't get into crypto, you're a woke queen. I'll say this right now. Even like we've honestly, like, look, I'm just being, this is 100% real, right? The crypto industry is literally mostly like, Asian and white, right? And through the red pill, the crypto mindset courses, and fresh and fit and stuff, we've onboarded a lot of people that are African American, Latino, and everything, and everyone else in between. A lot of women into the courses as well and stuff. And we've onboarded a lot of people into crypto and stuff like that. So,
one thing you might be surprised about with overall crypto demographics, right? Yeah. Is because I was reading articles about this. It was included in different research papers on various things about like global demographics. I would say the biggest thing in crypto demographics is like the majority of crypto is men, right? And so, there's females coming into the space all the time, but it is fewer and farther between. But and that's not because like the article even, or not the article, the report even said this, right? It was like, it's not because of discrimination. It's just because of, it's a free to use platform for everybody around the world, and dudes just basically use it the most. But in terms of race or religion or country, stuff like this, it tends to be pretty evenly split. And there's not really like any huge pattern globally. In certain countries there may be, but at least globally, there's not a huge pattern where, like one group of people is getting into crypto more than the other, which is kind of interesting, right? Because, crypto is pretty much open for everybody. And, we like to introduce everybody and anybody to the course. So, you ain't black if you don't get in. That's what I've heard.
Yep. Beautiful, man. Ray with the $5 super chat. First course. Thanks for the game. I have roughly 2 ETH and other positions, limited dry powder, need to start on Hex. How much is it decent to start with? 2 ETH, other positions. Basically, if you got 2 ETH and stuff, it would be something at least, you'd probably want like, I'd have to really know how much dry powder you're working with and stuff like that. But maybe an Ethereum's worth it. If you have 2 Ethereum plus a little bit of extra coins, you at least should have a decent position and stuff in that coin, just because it's going to be I think it's going to be really doing some big stuff in the next couple of weeks and stuff. And especially during the next 3 months, we should get a snapshot, and we should actually get the launch of Pulse Chain finally. So that's what I'd recommend right now. But yep. Masculine investor took a leap of faith, joined CMC instant my paycheck came in. Y'all don't have Don DeMarco's, but could I get a stream restart for the music? Yes. Maybe later, bro. Maybe later, man. But definitely, man. Shout out to you, man. Marcelo, man. Can FNF connect you guys to Coach Greg Adams, and can you convert him into a Hexagon? Maybe, just maybe. Shout out to Greg Adams for sure, man. And tax webinars, and then there you go, you guys. Boom, caught up.
Sweet.
Done. Sweet. Now, where is it? There it is. Okay. So we've talked about that, right? So now let's get back to some of the Hopium, right? Let's get back to some of the Hopium now. Now I said, like, how can we get a $25 hex price, right? How is that possible, right? How can we get something like that? Well, for one, it's the movie going very well. Even if we had a limp dick movie, right? A limp dick movie, it sucked. It didn't go, I don't believe so, but let's just say it did. Let's say it didn't do as much as we thought. It still would help us get to like $5 range hex, $2 range. Like, if everything went wrong, just buy ourselves like fucking everyone. Like the post-chain launch, no one gave a fuck. Oh, big sad. Everything went down. Like it just didn't work out. And I mean, it worked out, but it just didn't get the fanfare we thought. YouTubers aren't really using it. Like all that stuff. We by ourselves can get to $2. The Hex community alone. So that $2 thing is going to happen. But now when we're talking about like, you know, $25, you know, the movie goes really well. People start like one of the big things. A lot of people are going to do reviews of that thing and talk shit about it. Beautiful. More people know about Hex. A lot of people are going to like it. People are going to start like doing like ads like, oh, I just watched the Hex movie at the theater. It's fucking dope. Or I'm watching it right now at the house.
I have two friends. I can hear a little reverb, but I have two friends basically that are also like not necessarily counterindicators to the trend, but once they start buying something, it starts getting hot, you know, and they're paying attention to those types of services and stuff. So once I hear from them, oh, it's time to get into Pulse Chain, I'm like, oh, bros, time to take some profits. You know what I mean? It's because like it can get that viral, right? Where you start hearing people that would never have heard about it for the most part, right? Start talking to you about it, right? That'll be the interesting point.
No, definitely, man. So it'll get this fanfare from there. Then from there, right? We're like what's going to happen is like if everything went right, we have YouTubers going to come out the woodwork talking about Hex. We've already seen some of these big ones. I've been on Tech Talks about it, you know, like on Coin Daily pretends he doesn't know about it, but then puts in his thumbnails. So, you know, there's a lot of that shit going on, right? But you're going to get these big channels that are finally going to start. They're going to talk about it. You know what? I'm very sure Coin Bureau is going to do a video on Hex at some point on Pulse Chain.
Dude, the fact that like, here's the crazy thing, right? Like the fact that most people don't don't look at Hex yet is wild to me, right? It's just like, man, their head is in the sand deep, but you know, great videos, great, you know, channel and all that, but man, like missing out on gains.
Definitely. It's going to be hard to ignore after a certain point, but here's the beautiful thing. People can get behind L1s a little bit. Like people are so like I've seen like this no shot on Coin Bureau at all because I like Coin Bureau. I do. I like Guy, but there's no shot on him and any of these guys doing these kind of like fundamental research, like mini clip videos and stuff like on what something is. They talk about any piece of shit L1 and do a whole fucking 25-minute, 15-minute breakdown. And some of them have outright just not done well and failed. Right? They're gonna talk about Pulse Chain. They're gonna make videos about it. Like, what's Pulse Chain? What's this L1? Hey, Guy here. Right? Because it gets hella views and it's a lot more palpable. And people are like, well, MoonMath wise, like because it's hard for people to believe, like, oh my god, like Hex did 10,000x. There's no way Pulse Chain can. But then people can like, do you know that the average L1 does 100? That's true. The average L1 on the last cycle did 100x. Most people are like, yo, dog, it did 100x though. Okay, I mean, I'll throw some check. And then once it make the 100x and it still keeps going, and it's early in the bull market. Holy shit! They're gonna keep talking about it more. There's a lot of stuff like that now. With all those things, right? You have a lot of YouTubers capitulating, talking about it, and the way they're gonna talk about it is kind of like, yeah, I'm in Pulse Chain right now. I'm just yield farming it right now. It's cool and stuff, but you know, like I'm not gonna be in here long term. You know, a lot of them are gonna like half-ass it, but they're talking about it.
Right, and they'll be like that on Pulse Chain, but not so much on Hex, which make money is right here. He said there's some in the closet YouTubers like Invest Answers who probably have some Hex. I don't know about him in particular, but yeah, there's a lot of people out there that probably do. Yep. But in my opinion, if you have a stream and you can't talk about a portion of your portfolio, like meme coins or whatever it is, right? I don't know, man. Like that's just really, you know, I don't know. We should be able to talk about any coin out here in the market. You know what I mean? Right. And so, but people are going to use Pulse Chain as an excuse because, you know, they don't, a lot of them, there's some people, you know, they just choose not to for different reasons, whatever.
Definitely. And stuff like, and like, look, I will say one thing. I think I do know who Advanced Answers is because I think he was friends with what's his name? Plan C. Yeah. I think they kind of did him dirt. Wasn't he on the show? Wasn't he on a show with Guy and what's his name?
No, Guy kind of replaced him.
Okay, yeah. Because I mean,
on
they're all nice
Bitcoin.
guys. I like them, but I was like, yeah, you think he'd still be on the show and stuff? That's kind of
There's different coalitions that are forming. It looks like.
Got it. Yeah. No, I mean, no shit talking here. I'm just like, I remember him being on the show with.
No, he's got his own coalition now, and he actually did a really good stream recently with a guy named James Lavish, who's a hedge fund manager, basically here in crypto. Really smart guy. Really good information about crypto from a high level.
Yeah. And Ma's right. Yeah. So basically, you guys, we were going to close it tonight, but we had some guests here in Miami we have to do interviews with and some pre-recorded stuff. So we extended it one more day. So we moved our flights and we're staying here one extra day. So the course closes tomorrow at midnight at Pacific Standard Time. So you have 24 hours to get in. Literally 24 hours and 42 minutes to get in. That's it. 24 hours and 42 minutes to get in. So there you go.
41 now.
41 now. Shit.
TikTok.
But yeah, man. So okay, I'll answer this one. This is important. Look, where the hell is Plan C right now? We're still buddies with him. We're friends with him. He's in Mexico. Fuck if I know.
Enjoying the beach.
Enjoying the beach or something. Like, I don't know. He kind of dropped off the map. I have no reason why. We've always invited him onto Moon Gang and stuff, but he's
still open and invite whatever, like we don't ever, tell people like, hey, you got to do this, got to do that. Like, we're like, hey, we want people who want to hang, and that's all good.
I warned him about getting a Latino girlfriend. I warned him since the beginning, but there he goes. We did. Firecracker. He was a nice white boy in Canada with float tanks and stuff, and then now he's in Mexico in Guadalajara City and shit. Just like with some.
Hey, good on him, right? He's having a good.
Didn't have to cut me off. Think I like it never happened that we were nothing. I don't even need your love. You treat me like a stranger and I feel so loved. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. I guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
Woo! I'm gonna start wearing where's Plan C shirts. Have you seen
God missing, have him on the back of a milk carton on the back. That's dude. If we're gonna do the merch, that's the first one.
Oh my god, bro!
That'll motivate me to start getting the merch category put together here.
Bro, that's like on par with like Chris is a bum shirt. Dude, I literally told Chris last night because we were out with the team and stuff for Fresh and Fit and stuff after the stream and stuff. And I was telling him, bro, that Chris is the bum t-shirt was genius marketing. But look, so somebody had a question right here, right? Well, like, will the Hopium on Twitter is psyching me out? Everyone's saying about 1,000x in a few months and so, fuck no. Look, that is possible. Look, it took Hex almost 2 years to hit that really high price. I suspect it will take Pulse Chains. 2 years is nothing crazy of a timeline. That's 2 years to make a shit ton of money. I'll take it. Like, it's going to take 18 months for us to be like. I didn't really.
You've already waited 2 years for the project to come out. You can wait another 2 years for gains, like for fucking crazy ass gains too. At that, right?
Yeah, I'm honestly low key thinking about really making that shirt now.
Oh, I'm actually serious. Like, that would probably motivate me to like create, like, okay, you go create like this part, I'll go create that part, and like, because like, to be honest, like, merch is fun and all, but right, it's not where it's at. But hey, that one sounds fun.
Yeah.
No shade on Plan C. I love the guy, we're just having a good time, but he knows what's up. He's hung out with us long.
You guys aren't friends, you can't take the piss out of each other.
Exactly.
So basically, so we're gonna get a capitulation from all these YouTubers and stuff like that. At like Limp Dick, some are gonna be really, I think the like Ivan on Tech full on, BitBoy full on. Some of those guys, right? The guys have already been pretty cool with this, but there's gonna be some guys coming out of the woodwork. Here's one warning I will give you guys. I've seen a couple guys that were YouTubing back in the day that were promoting a lot of like I don't want to say the names, but they were promoting a lot of stuff like not DuckDuckDAO, but like imagine like you had a Arbitrum pad or OP pad or Phantom pad, and there's all these pad launch sites and stuff, and then basically what they were just it's a team that would create a lot of bad tokens, and then people's like, hey, you want to get in on the thing? You invest $1,000 and you invest $1,000, you get this many coins, you stake the coins here, that gives you access to get even earlier than the other retard chumps, and then you can get into this token listing. Holy shit, Miguel! Wow, G Willikers, Miguel, and here's how they honey dick you. Here's how they honey dick you, Miguel, Charlie, people, mindset, army. What they'll do is, I'm gonna give hey, what's up, you guys? It's crypto scam alerts here. This is what's going on, man. The first, I'm gonna choose at random a couple guys who are gonna win the lottery. If you guys buy this token right now and stake it and show me you staked it, I'm gonna give 5 allocations to this thing at the super low level. Wow, Miguel, you're so fucking cool. That's the coolest shit I've ever heard. Well, here you go. Here's the winners. Franklin wins. Far Out Alien wins. Large and in Charge wins. Black Gentleman Geek. And these guys will be like, dude, Miguel's awesome. Scam Miguel's the best. They get in. You can only put $500 in. Okay, $500, but they'll buy the token at a penny. Then what happens is the next branch up, it's like, wow, I won this shit. And then when the token comes out, U5, the token launches at 25 cents. You got your 500 will 25x on the launch. Wow, Miguel's the fucking best. You see, hey, if you guys weren't such losers and just signed to my contest and were all looking at my channel, you also would get an allocation at the way they do it is they launch the token on you. They give only a small amount of people, and of course the guy shilling it, they give him a big allocation. He gets to put $10,000. He gets to put $5,000. This is how these fuckers take vacations.
It sounds a little bit multi-level.
No, Charlie, hey, shenanigans, Cutco, shenanigans, Charlie. Come on.
Oh, right. But hey, good cutlery.
And a lot of people saw this scam before on the last time, right? But it's all about who can get there first. It's a big like running in first, right? And then they what ends up happening is that they trick you into like invest fast, don't think. Just put money fast, don't think. Put money fast, don't think. And then one day they rug. All the think fast guys, they rug those guys finally, right? Because the guys who are really quick, they do make money, right? Because it's all about this. There's 5 spots. There's about a small amount of money who get to buy at a penny. The next tier, they get to buy at 5 cents. The next tier, 25 cents, and then it's something like that, right? Then it launches, and that's how they do it, right? But these token projects, they make sure that they scam pump a little bit. They're going nice and stuff, and then they stop developing and just run away. Well, hey man, this project, that's not us. We just launched the projects. It's not our stuff. Not people not knowing that they're the ones secretly launching the project in the background the whole time, fucking printing money because they all got in at a penny, right? Now he's like, hey, but this is a scam casino, but we have to let a couple of these losers, that's what they think about you, a couple of these fucking dum-dums win and stuff, so we don't look like we're total pieces of shit here. Okay, cool. And then the YouTubers out there, even if they'll tell you like, hey, you guys, like, you got to get in quick and stuff, because if not, you're not going to win and stuff like that. I'm not a liar. I got to tell you about it for real. But they still honey dick you to get in because he's talking about it and he's getting paid in the backgrounds. And there's many of these guys out there.
Well, and what's it? The Zach XBT, he suns a lot of people with on-chain data, right? And some of this rightfully so, right? Like, no names, you can go look on the account and see ones that he's put out there before. But yeah, there's a lot of bullshit out here in this industry, and there's some people that really, take it to the nth degree, and it's not cool,
Yeah, and then what they also do too is they don't make it reasonable for you to get to the low prices. It isn't like the way Fiat did it or like Famous did it. It was a very large amount. A lot of people got in, and it was still a great rate, and it launched at a higher price, and it's an actual project that's building, right? Versus these things, it's all about, it's like a clubhouse thing where you have to pay a certain amount of tokens to get access to the tokens, and then it's sort of like Tiki Tiwari sort of thing. Like you have to be the highest level paid member to get into the rug pool. Like, hey, bro, we're launching a rug pool. Allegedly, we're launching a rug pull allegedly, but we can let you in first so that when the rug pull's happening, gotcha, homie. And then that's kind of how it goes and stuff like that. So, be warned. There's a lot of that stuff coming in, and there's certain guys even in the Hex community that people don't like that they have tokens, and some of them have done really bad. Some of them have just muddled along and stuff. just be warned. A lot of scams are coming through. Stick to the main, the P hex, the hex, the incentive token, the MetaMask token at some point when it comes out, Pulse Chain, PulseX, main savings. And if you want to invest in some of this stuff, you want to take Scratcherbix, take Scratcherbix, but not. And she kind of was like, I'm not talking about hex, bro. Chill. I'm talking about basically there's these scammer YouTubers that were scamming on other blockchains because
basically the easiest way to put it is like think of an onion, right? And then dunk. And it's one of these things where, you know, you got your core people who are in on it, and then you got other people, And this is why, you know, Pulse Chain having a fair launch is so important, right? Because, you know, even you could argue the way that ICOs, a lot of them run themselves, right, have a little bit of that aspect to it. Not a lot, but a little bit, right? And so having an absolutely fair launch is, you know, great. And that just, you know, shows a lot about the Hex community and, you know, the people who are building.
So Mitch Rich, right? He's like, so true. I bought the course 2 years ago. The guy, he's like, I bought a crypto course 2 years ago. The guy teaching you was teaching you how to get into incubators and launch pads. We got rugged. I'm glad I found you guys. So he's talking about before he was in our course and stuff and in our boot camp and our crypto mindset army. He was in some other stuff, and most of these other courses are trying to get you into incubator. Like you see launchpad and incubator, you run the other way.
Yeah, and
They take that incubator word because that's a word that's used a lot in Silicon Valley because it's a Silicon Valley word. I'm a VC tech startup incubator. Oh, you mean you're just running an Airbnb to 25 dudes that whack off every night? Yeah, basically. But hey, sell the dream, baby. You know, Gary. You know, shout out to Gary from Finding Jim. But he actually legitimately had real he had guys who were in separate incubators, but would live in his house. And he because Silicon Valley is so ridiculously expensive. But that was an actual real thing. And then until it wasn't, and then he just transitioned and still rents it out and stuff. But a lot there is not really that many that many crypto incubators, and if they are, you're not a part of it, and you're not going to find out about it at all. They start them privately, and it's usually organizations or L1s that start them in the background, or some really rich guy, and from there they launch tons of projects, but you will not hear a peep about it because they make sure that they only let who needs to know about it is in there. That's it. Or this person's a good person. So they hire everybody. They have tons of startup capital, and they don't need to crowdsource money from you and stuff. And if they do, a lot of you eventually the thing is I'm saying this right now, and there probably will be one day an actual real one where it's legitimate, right? And I'll be the first one to tell you, hey, I think this one's legit. But until then, I've seen nothing but bullshit. So I'm very skeptical when I see these and stuff. Yeah, that's why we like fair launches, or we like ones where everyone can get in and it's fair as fuck. Everyone's dollar is the same and stuff, and that's what we try to do and stuff. So yeah, it's not what token we're talking about. We're talking about a lot of different tokens. It's just we're warning you what to kind of vaguely look out for and stuff like that. And you're going to start seeing a couple of YouTubers that are going to, when Pulse Chain launches, they're going to be doing really good jobs. Hey, this is what Pulse Chain is. This is what PulseX is. This is what this, they're saying all the right things, right? To make you believe that they're a good person. And then from there, they start dropping
what's crazy? You know what's really crazy? And this is true in Wall Street and everywhere in finance. Yeah. Sometimes in terms of perception from the get-go, right? From the jump, sometimes the perception, the difference in understanding what is a person who's going to, basically give you good information and all this stuff versus somebody who's going to take advantage, right? Because it's really, for a lot of people who are new to the industry or new to finance in general, sometimes it's very hard to tell, right? And so the difference between those sometimes can be razor thin, or it can be, very gray or hard to see the difference, right? And so actions speak way louder than words. That's number one. But then on top of that, right, some of the things we've mentioned here today, we can't mention all the details on YouTube. There's parts of it we can, of course, but it's much easier and better to explain that in the Crypto Mindset course. And we've had portions of webinars where we've described those things in much, much more detail in the past. So we'll tell you guys how to spot those differences, right? What are some of the tendencies that you might see? What are some of the things on the chart you might start to look at, especially for early stage projects, that will give you warning signs? And that way you can avoid getting rugged in the future yourself by recognizing those types of patterns. I think that is super valuable because a lot of people out here in crypto just, They don't have the balls to say, how those things work, because there's frankly a lot of people pulling that type of shit in crypto, and at different degrees and different levels, right? And so, there's some people in this industry that think, calling out that game is, kind of like tattletaling or being a rat or something, right? Where in reality, it's like, no, you got to fucking save yourself. You got to avoid that shit like the plague. You got to recognize it if you can see it.
No, definitely. Where the hell was I? Oh, there it is. Okay. No, thank you, man. He's like, you guys have been a blessing for us. Single father, 2 boys and a daughter. Your kids, let me tell you this, statistically, single fathers are better than single mothers. That's facts. Why women deserve less. Shout out to Myron. But no, but that's true. For people who don't know, Rollo Tomasi was raised by a single father. If you didn't know that. Single fathers raise better kids and stuff, because they make sure they have morals, and they're more logic based and stuff when they act with their children and stuff like that. So, father, I'm saying this really, like, fathers are really needed there, especially for those adolescent years, to keep the kids on the straight lines and to hug those daughters so they're out of those stripper shoes. And the OnlyFans, I hope. I mean, every day the fathers have to keep evolving. All we had to be afraid of is them landing up the strip club, but now we gotta figure out a way for them not to get on OnlyFans. Yeah. So absolutely, man. Shout out to all our single fathers out
Oh, you froze
there, but single mothers doing something. I'm sorry.
Oh, you just froze up real bad for a second. Sorry, I missed what you said.
You would imagine with the internet, dude. I'm all the way at the highest, like yeah. Anyway, yeah, this internet's, it just is what it is. But shout out to single fathers, but shout out to single mothers as well. There's a lot of red pill women out here that are in their space and stuff that are raising their kids right. Just make sure you put a rational male book, and really teach them how it is and stuff, because I think a lot of single mothers have to teach their kids how women really are to protect their boys. I think a lot of what I've noticed, and this is throughout, like, not just watching Fresh and Fit, but watching a lot of other channels as well in the red pill space. The moment a single mother has boys, they start realizing some of the kind of bullshit that other women are doing to their kids and stuff, and they don't find it really cool.
Yeah, so that's very true.
Yeah, so there you go, man. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, it's just trying to stop the gains. But okay, so what's going to happen once Pulse Chain launches and stuff? A lot of these guys are going to flip over, and that's one thing. So we're going to get a lot of these guys, a lot more of a flip over. It goes viral. It does really well. But what's going to happen is it's going to crash at some point. It is. We like everything. Hex crashes 90%, 80% of the time. You're going to have a big Pulse Chain, Pulse X, everything crash.
Yeah, and Bitcoin goes down 70% all the time as well.
Right. What's going to happen is here's how possibly we can get that $25 thing. Bitcoin's having the halvening. We're having the presidential election. They're not coming after us anymore in Congress, at least for a good year. The price of Bitcoin can finally reach above $70,000. We can even though I say conservatively we're going to get an $8,000 Ethereum price, it is well within the realm of possibility we can get $14,000 on Ethereum. That's not even crazy MoonMath. That's very possible. 8,000 is kind of like the low end there.
Yeah, 8 to 14 is like a super realistic range for Ethereum.
Right. I mean, shit, it can go as high as 25 as well, 25K. I mean, Ethereum too as well, but it all depends on how hot the market gets. It all depends.
And how much dominance it takes, and how early it breaks into a new all-time high, because we saw Ethereum hit an a bear market low 6 months before Bitcoin. So why not have Ethereum at some point, basically hit a new all-time high first? Who says it can't happen?
If you can,
there are some people out there who say it can't happen, but they lack understanding or imagination, or they're too maximalist to get their own head out of their ass. But hey.
So Casey Smith, are you guys doing an emergency stream if Pulse Chain drops suddenly during the course? Yes. So look, let's just say for some reason we're doing Crypto Mindset Quarter 2, Pulse Chain launches. Pause. Courses get paused. everyone inside the course, inside the Citadel, is going to get a starter webinar to make sure, like, hey, this is how you do your pulse chain transactions, you move this, how you do bridges, all the starter stuff. But for the guys who are in the Crypto Mindset Quarter 2 courses, we're going to show all the advanced strategies, which coins this, which coins that. I mean, we're going to take care of the guys
in the details.
Devil's in the details. And then once it actually like is like went to a point where it's more calm waters, we'll commence the courses and then go from there. So the courses will just temporarily pause. We're going to make sure we take care to the nth freaking degree our Crypto Mindset Quarter 2 guys. So just like look how much we took care of our guys in the last course. We took 6 months in between courses.
Yeah,
we've never done that.
You know, alleged fight clubs with that, of course.
Oh, alleged fight clubs that, you know, just I mean, a couple fight clubs that, you know, 2-for-1 deals and stuff. But hey, you know,
sure.
Boom.
Go to David right there. I think he has a good question, and he's been trying to get it answered, I think.
Sorry for spam. I want to get on the Crypto Mindset course. Can I expect to make enough to get in on the course with 2K on ETH after May 9th? Yeah. So if all you need to start the course is about $1,000 in your own portfolio, and then you can grow it from there. That's definitely. But remember, you have to try to DCA as well. It isn't just like I see a lot of guys trying to get in, and they're like, I have this much allocated. That's all I'm doing. Trust me, as you're in crypto, you're gonna DCA more in. But the thing is we're gonna get you to get into good prices. So right now is a great time to buy crypto, but definitely get into the course to learn what you're doing, because if not, you're gonna get kind of addicted around basically.
Right. The other thing to this essentially is he's mentioning May 9th. Can you keep it up there? Because he's mentioning May 9th there as the end of the 60-day cycle. So he's obviously been paying attention, which is great. And what I'm going to do prior to the webinar starting is I'm going to survey, like I was mentioning earlier, talking about surveys and stuff to make sure we can really tailor the course to your guys' needs. I'm going to put out some surveys there in terms of like understanding what everybody's situation is, so that we can have, you know, different, like as we do the course, we can have different types of levels of recommendation based on kind of where some of you guys are at. And that way, you know, because sometimes we have that answered in the Q&A, but as we grow larger, right, that's going to be harder and harder to do. And so I want to make sure that, you know, we take care of every person, whether you're brand new to crypto or, you know, you've been in the game a really long time. We're going to have those tailored strategies as well.
Definitely. Let me hide this real quick. There you go. So now rinse the retail. That's right, and stuff. And then here, this guy had a good question too. Trying to ask chat for dumb questions. Sorry. Like, so basically, in terms, he's like, does Hex need to be staked? Does Hex can just be in your wallet, but make sure your Hex is in a MetaMask wallet. Leave it there. It's ready to go. If it's staked, it doesn't matter if it's staked or not staked. As long as the whole system state of Ethereum is going to get copied over. So as long as you have your coins in your wallet, that's all that matters. Get them off exchanges in your possession. You're fine. Yeah. Now, okay. So here's where I think like we can get these crazy prices. I think one of the most shocking things that's going to shock people is I really believe once a bear market starts in the next cycle, Pulse Chain might be like, I really believe that this can happen, is we might be the last Mohican. So, you know, when like in most towns and stuff, unlike Vegas, you can drink all night, but in other towns, right? Like last call for alcohol, and there usually is one bar, the last bar open on the street and stuff. So what's going to happen is all, you know, the Ponzi's are done, L1s are crashing, and I can actually see Pulse Chain doing very well during that time. And we're going to get something called like, I mean, the FOMOing, I call it, where there's a lot of like people who've been in the bushes saying, oh, Pulse is a scam, or maybe like, I like Pulse is okay, I made a little money with it. They're not talking about it. It's going to be the only thing to talk about, because their entire portfolio is completely wrecked. And what you're going to get a huge thing where a large portion of not just CT, but actual YouTube is going to be talking about Pulse Chain. So it's not going to happen initially, but it's going to happen much later on, because it's going to be the only thing pumping. Everything's dying. So imagine in 2022, the only thing that did well was Hex. Imagine that. Not bad. It's a FOMO blowing top, and it could last. I could see it lasting about 6 months before then the bear market starts for Pulse Chain at that point, you know. So there you go, man. So we can get these crazy prices, and then you look with $100 Bitcoin price, then we can very easily get a very high price on Pulse Chain. We can get a $25 a Hex price, and the thing is too is that there's I'm sorry.
I think
100. I said over 100,000 on Bitcoin.
Okay, I thought you said 100, and you didn't say the 1,000.
No, yeah, it's 100 over 100,000 on Bitcoin, and we can get a very, very high price on Hex and stuff on Ethereum Hex. Now, P Hex is a different story, but eventually, like I actually do see P Hex later on doing very well and stuff. But I'll talk about more of that in the course and stuff like that. Now, Mateo.
First, I thought I was hallucinating though, because I'm like, it's late here. It's like 2:30,
Mateo,
2:45
yeah,
in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty late and stuff. Is the course good for people who have no knowledge at all? Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, we created it for just that, but we created it for everyone that's in crypto and stuff. So people who already been in crypto for a long time, give them a lot of plays and skills or new things we've been looking at that they haven't been looking at, as well as we help people from A to Z get from crypto illiterate to, they're out here willing and dealing in the crypto space.
Yep.
Now
they just have to put in that work to understand what we're saying, throughout the course. So, we give you guys timestamps on every single video so that you can go back at any point on the recording and be like, oh, in my notes, I wrote this at this time. And then, oh, I also see this timestamp. Boom. Go directly to what you need.
Yep. Beautiful. So that's basically what we're talking about there. But like, we're gonna get a lot of people into it, but like, regardless or not, at some point in a bear market, it's a bear market, we go down, of course. Right. Yeah. But dude, just the amount of coins that are going to go up so high, it's insane. Like we're going to see above $100,000 Bitcoin this cycle. It's going to be really, really cool. We're like on the low end, we're looking at about like $6 trillion in market cap. If it goes higher than that, chef's kiss.
Yep.
I mean, it just makes me kind of want to keep onboarding more capital into crypto, which you guys should be doing as well. But remember, if you guys get into the course, save a little bit of USDC on the side. We're going to be talking about a lot of projects and stuff, but don't let that stop you from making some investments right now. Like you guys should be buying some Ethereum right now. You should be buying your Hex. You should be buying Phantom. There's so many stuff we've talked in the past. This is a great time to get in. There's a reason we came to Miami to launch the course now, because the prices we figured the prices want to be a little bit down right now. We didn't want to do the 60-day cycle. Yeah, we didn't want to come to we didn't want not to Vegas. We didn't want to come to Miami when like Bitcoin just hit $30,000. You know what I mean? If we were just trying to FOMO everybody, that we would have came on that time. But we wanted to make sure you guys got in at a really opportune time when the prices cooled off a little bit. You're able to get a better market rate. You're getting sub $2,000 Ethereum. What the fuck are you guys waiting for? Get sub $2,000 Ethereum. Right. Yeah, we were screaming. We were there many people screaming at the top of our fucking lungs. Go buy $800 Ethereum. Go buy $900 Ethereum. Go buy $1,000 Ethereum. Go buy $1,200 Ethereum. Where's it at now? Yeah,
still a good time to buy. It's not above 2,000 yet.
Now, definitely, man. But is there any last things you want to tell the guys, Charlie?
Get in the course, because I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. There's the amount of evidence, information, people talking about this. Like, I don't know if you've been watching any of our streams, like on Fresh and Fit, DCC's channel, my channel, our other people's channels like Troy Francis and everything. I don't know what the hell you're doing, because if you're not in the course with the other 650 plus other people who are in the crypto mindset course right now, I mean, I can't really help you. So that's why we're closing this tomorrow, right? Yeah. So get in. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the flip side when we come back.
You guys got really lucky, you guys, because like we were fully expecting to close it today, but we ended up getting some interviews and stuff, and they wanted to,
we just had to, we had to shift a little bit, and there's stuff that's unexpected that comes up in terms of like when we're doing a lot of streams on other people's channels. So yeah, that's good. It gives you guys a little extra time. But the other thing I would say is, like nobody gives more free content than us. I mean, we're giving you guys 4 to 5 days a week, every single week, that we're not doing the course, because we got to dedicate ourselves to the course when that happens. So we go offline, right? We can't do 8 hours of content per day plus stream on YouTube. That just makes no fucking sense. And so, we really take care of you guys in there. We're going to have a great one this time. So just get in, have a good time. And if you want to watch the free content, great. We'll be back with that on YouTube towards the end of May. So, the fact that Richard Hart is out there basically working on Pulse Chain and not doing streams, right, is basically for your benefit. The reason why we're not on YouTube, not doing streams during the course, because it's for your benefit. So that's where we're at. We want you guys in there. So get in while the time is good.
So definitely, man. So, hey, thank you guys for joining us and stuff. We'll talk about more stuff. I will be doing a stream tomorrow, same time, for the closeout. So the next stream is the last one, so you guys better get in right now. Kick your cousins. You need to bully your cousins off the couch instead of stop being a lazy fuck. Get in.
We've had a few people do that successfully so far, so I'd like to see more.
Definitely Wrench Gang, shout out. But for real, this is the time to get people in right now and get in now and stuff. So definitely, man, we'll see you guys tomorrow on a bunch of. We're gonna be streaming a lot on a lot of channels and stuff, and some pre-recorded videos as well that'll come out later on and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I think the first one will be with Sterling Cooper at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sterling Cooper's channel.
Yes, 1 p.m. at Sterling Cooper's channel. We're probably going to do Donovan Sharp tomorrow. We're still waiting on a call there. And then we also will be doing a stream with Rolo later this weekend on Sunday as well and stuff. But by that time, we'll be off of YouTube by that point and stuff like that. So, yeah, see you guys tomorrow, man. Join up or you're going to be poor. But don't worry. Look, I've had this question a million times asked me. Can I take the course even if I just have a phone? Yes, you can. If there's a will, there's a way, man. But with that, man, I'll check you guys out on the flip side. Peace.
You didn't have to cut me off. Think I can